live. Cassie is being exposed, you guys, as being the mastermind in Diddy's Freakoffs. They are saying that Cassie was being manipulative. Y'all know that Diddy and Cassie has a lawsuit out on Satan, that Cassie, one of the sex workers, filed a lawsuit against Cassie and Diddy. And this sex worker is saying that Cassie gave him a STD. And also that, hey Teresa, how are you? Welcome. That Cassie was pregnant by the sex worker, and she got rid of the baby. So this sex worker, now I can't confirm nor deny if this is true, because y'all know a lot of these lawsuits that have been put into place, a lot of them, y'all, they kind of a little sketchy, right? They very suspicious, right? But they are saying that Cassie was basically like a mastermind in some of these, in the freak-offs. Hey, D-Dot, how are you? Welcome. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is getting crazy. Cassie is getting exposed for a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Teresa says, hey, partner, what in the world is going on now? So, Teresa, if you did not know, did you guys know that Cassie and Diddy got accused of got a lawsuit put on them on, was it Friday? I think it was Friday. And the lawsuit was saying that Cassie gave the sex worker the hot box, gave him a STD, and also that Cassie was pregnant. Hey, Anonymous, how are you? That Cassie was pregnant and that she got rid of his baby. But y'all, let's be for real. Let's be honest, right? Cassie was putting down a lot of eggplants, right? She was putting down a lot of eggplants, and also she allegedly, remember they said she was going, like, not using protection with the sex workers. And remember, one of the sex workers, and I don't know if it's this one that has the lawsuit out, but one of the sex workers, remember, requested to see her medical records, because he was trying to find out, hey, I'm not going to use protection, I need to see if you got anything. And her medical records were never presented. So is this the same one? I don't know. I have to clarify this, you guys. But how does this sex worker know that Cassie gave, him the hot box? Because if he was like a sex worker and doing all this other stuff, did he catch it from somebody else? And I'm just playing like, devil's advocate, right? I'm just saying, did he know that Cassie gave him the hot box before, period, point blank? Did Cassie give him the hot box? Or because he was a sex worker, was he like not being protected and doing, other stuff and catch it? I don't know. And what I'm saying is, I just see a lot of these fake lawsuits, and I'm not saying that this sex worker is fake, because Cassie was out there, she was taking them eggplants down. Let's just be for real. Let's be honest. And she was sleeping with a lot of different men while they were doing the freak-offs. So I'm just wondering, is this like a real, he sounds like it's real. It sounds like a true story. Teresa says, I didn't know any of this. This is new to me. Yes, Teresa, this just happened. This is just new breaking news. And today, all I hear everywhere is Cassie was basically the mastermind of these freak-offs. She was a manipulator. She was doing all of this stuff, and she basically should have been arrested with Diddy. So this is what they're saying all over social media, on all platforms. Teresa says, exactly, Lounge. Facts, you're absolutely right. Yeah, and I just like to be, honest and be for real, right? And think about things in like both aspects, right? Like, okay, Cassie was doing her thing, her and Diddy. And also, we know that if you're not, using protection, you could get pregnant or you could get an STD, point blank, right? Those are the two things that could possibly happen. Probably other things, but those two things for sure are things that can happen if you don't protect yourself. So was this sex worker using protection outside of their situation? I don't know. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Anonymous. Anonymous says, perp gonna be handled out like Skittles, Halloween candy found in all involved in the Freakoffs. I know, right? It's crazy, right? So this is what they were saying. I was like, it sounds about right. Cassie, like I said, was a victim up to a certain extent, because I say this because Cassie was messing around with the older man where she had a boyfriend, and he was already 10 years older than her when she was like 18, 19. So to me, that already says Cassie was probably out looking for a come up, right? A man to take care of her. Possibly, I'm not mad at her, people do that. That's what they do. I'm not here to judge anybody. So, however, when my thing with Cassie was, whenever she went and first started messing with Diddy, she lied. She wrote up and made this fake thing that she was going to perform, or something she made up. And then that's how she was able to go with Diddy for the first time. And that's how their relationship pretty much started. So when I'm saying is that, that kind of, with just that situation, it kind of lets you know that Cassie was with the smoke too. I mean, let's be for real. Let's be honest. She was a young girl. She's very pretty. She's a beautiful girl. And she was trying to, work her way however she could, in the industry, because she wanted a career. And some people, they'll do a little something strange for a piece of change or for a come up, right? But they are saying that Cassie, she was with the smoke. She was with, oh, Zeta says Cassie is J-Lo 2.0. I know, right? Hey, Jennifer, I think so too, D-Dot. I really think so, because there is no way, no how that you were able to leave. You've already left once or twice. Hey, Miss Red, how are you? Welcome. Cassie already left once or twice. So if she left once or twice in the relationship, why did she stay there? Why did she keep on having freak offs? Especially if Diddy was making you do these freak offs while you was having like the hot box. Okay, I gotta make my camera, turn my camera. But while you was like having this hot box situation, you was still over there, still humping and doing all kind of stuff in these freak offs, knowing that your hot box was very hot and smoking, right? And that you was getting, tired, your back getting blown out, all kind of stuff, right? So I feel like I said, Cassie is a victim up to a certain extent. Because if you left once, you left twice, why didn't you leave permanently for good and just like be gone? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can do a disappearing act in a minute. Anybody can do a disappearing act now. Let's be for real. Let's be honest. Let's be for real. Let's be honest, right? Let me see. Tammy says, I guess the ish finally hit the fan. Yes, look, you guys, I'm telling you guys, when everything was exposed with Cassie, and they knew that Cassie got the 20 million from Diddy, and the 10 million that was coming for the lawsuit from the hotel. All them little sex workers was like, oh, this heifer ain't about to get off. Oh, we about to go marching, and we about to do some lawsuits too. We gonna get some of that Diddy money too, right? So this is when this guy came out, and then he put this lawsuit on them just on Friday, right? Just on Friday. On Friday, he put this lawsuit out. And he was like, I guess I'm gonna get my cut too. Look, I'm gonna get my monies too, right? Let me see. DeLauren says, you don't have to be here. People be like, why do people come here in my chat and then they try to tell you what to do? You went to the block party, Duran. You go watch somebody else's channel, okay? Nobody's holding you hostage here. We're going to talk about Cassie till we purple and blue in the face, right? Teresa says, D-Dot, you're so crazy. What D-Dot say? D-Dot just said something crazy. Hey, Tammy, how are you? Dalala, welcome. Let me see. Oh, Dila says Cassie was accused to having. Yes, that's what they were saying. Yes, that's y'all. That's what they were saying. This is what y'all. This is what. Let me see if this is a better like angle. Hold on, cause you guys. I'm here in the hotel room, but let me see something. Hold on, real quick. Let me move this table. Hold on, you guys. Give me like a hot, give me a hot second, y'all. Look outside real quick while I move this chair real quick. Hold on just a second. Look, I'm trying to move this. Hold on. Hold on real quick. Let me try to move this. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold up, y'all. I have to This thing is like heavy too. It's like big old piece of furniture. Uh-oh. Okay. Because it's like the light. I can't see. Okay, that's a little better. Okay. That's better, y'all. That is better, y'all. I'm sorry I had you guys like going all kind of crazy. But hey Angel, how are you? Welcome. Complete indifference, welcome. See, even complete indifference says that too. Y'all put in the chat. Let me see. Put in the chat. Tell me, you guys, do y'all think Cassie is a victim, or is she trying to throw her I'm a victim card in? Because I think after this trial, you guys, after going down there in the courthouse, it was like a whole bunch of craziness, and what they were putting out was definitely not what we got. If y'all know what I mean. We did not get what we thought we was getting. And hey Karen, welcome. And okay, Tammy J says she was a willing participant. The D-Dot says she was a willing participant. I think so too. Complete indifference says, y'all, I believe so too. At first, right? Y'all know how I was feeling. Diddy's a monster, which he is, right? We're not taking that from him. And everybody is agreed and pretty much said the same thing. A lot of people, a whole lot of people, right? We're not taking the fact that Diddy's a monster, Diddy's disgusting, right? We're not taking that from Diddy, because we all know Diddy is a whole, look, I gave him a new name. He is a demonic entity in a turtle shell, right? He is disgusting, right? We all know that. But Cassie says, Tammy says Cassie was a victim of DV and Yes, Tammy, I agree. I totally agree with you, Tammy. Absolutely, like 1,000%. Teresa says, I knew in the beginning she got beat up, and that was definitely wrong, but she was a willing. Yes, Teresa, I agree. And that's how I felt, because I was like, Diddy didn't put hands, feet, elbows, kettlebells, chairs. You know what I'm saying? He didn't, the Ciroc bottle. He didn't, put all of this on them girls, on people, going. Remember, he went to the record company. He was beating up people. I mean, he took the kettlebells, went to the kids' school, and was throwing them at the coach or the kids. I mean, he's like a whole disrespectful monster, right? He is a whole he's very disrespectful, and I don't care for Diddy, but at the same time I look at it, because what if it was my child? What if it was my brother? What if it was my baby? What if it was my daughter? What if it was my niece, my nephew, my parents, a cousin or something that was a whole monster, but what they're trying to charge him with, he didn't do. Like if they were saying he was out here, breaking in cars or something, but then next thing you know, they're talking about, he unalive somebody, and you're like, whoa, those charges don't add up. That's the only reason why I'm standing here and saying that this isn't right according to Diddy's charges. Now, if they would have charged him with something like with Kim Porter's unaliving or something, and they can prove that he did it, because a lot of people, which I believe that he has something to do with it, but I can't say that for sure until we can see some evidence. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying the same thing. Why didn't they charge him with something that would stick? Something that will make sense, right? You have to make it make sense. So these charges is like, huh? You can't really, no. A mob boss is something like, these people like having like selling big warehouses full of rugs, making money, like, and then running these, prostitutes, go. I'm thinking of like vans, people, snatching people, putting them in the van, making them go work corners or hold them hostage, making them have sex, and prostituting them out, right? So I was like, no, if Diddy was doing anything, it was like in the total opposite. And what I mean total opposite, he wasn't selling drugs. He wasn't making no money off of drugs. He was buying the rugs. He was, buying the prostitutes, right? Teresa says, yes, he didn't deserve these charges, Lounge. Facts, yes. And that's why, only reason, because what if it comes an epidemic? And then we are sitting here, our people are getting charged for stuff, and not just anybody. Anybody is getting charged with the feds with these wrong counts because of other things, because what we allegedly know. And I have to confirm this, but y'all, they are saying all of this is coming from that Ciroc situation with Diddy. Remember, Diddy was sued Ciroc and he won. And from what I recall, he was saying that Diageo, that they were being like racist. They were putting his liquors, that he was, I guess, getting money off of, in like these areas where the people probably can't afford it, or they're not selling as much. So he took them to court, and he won the court case. So they're saying that this is derived from that. And it makes me think that that sounds about right, right? D-Dot says, yeah, Cassie definitely messed up. Oh, yeah, Cassie messed up. Honey, baby, chicken chow. Cassie then messed up majorly. Because, see, what we know is only what we know from the court case, right? And what is being reported by mainstream media. A lot of this stuff is not really all the way being reported, or reported the right way. What happened is, when this case came, we didn't see where's all his if this is a RICO, right? We know, like, Big U in California, they brought and arrested like 20 of them on a RICO charge. But you're here telling me that Diddy is on the RICO by himself? Where's KK at? Where's D-Rob? Where's One Stop? Wasn't he the rug dealer providing the rugs? Why didn't y'all arrest him? Why didn't you guys bring him as a witness or as a co-defendant in this case? So this is telling me that it's sending me like all kind of different like vibes when it comes to the feds, because what I am saying, these charges are not making any sense. Diddy did not make any money off. He didn't make any money off of the prostitutes. He wasn't selling them. He was buying them, per se, right? He didn't make no money. Exactly, D-Dot. He didn't make no money. D-Dot says the people that took the stand basically failed on the stand. Yes. Y'all, did y'all hear Mia's testimony? And I'm saying Mia's testimony because I went to the court. I was in the courtroom when Mia was testifying. And she was like this the whole time. She had her hair just like this, but it was parted in the middle. She had her hair like this, and she was like this. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for the gift. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anthony, thank you. Her hair was parted right here, and she was like this, testifying the whole time, y'all. The whole time. The head was testifying. We could not even see her face. She was like this the whole time. I'm like, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. Yes, D-Dot. Tammy says Little Rod said the feds was going after him with more. Yes, Tammy. Yes, that's what this is. They are saying this just broke 4 or 5 hours ago. Y'all, they are saying the feds are bringing more charges on Diddy. That's the reason why they won't let him go. They won't. They are saying Cassie's lawyer wrote a letter, this, that, and the third. All of these things. Cassie writing a letter, them bringing more charges. And I feel like this, y'all. If they are bringing more charges on Diddy, They better come correct this time. That's all I'm saying, because everybody is saying these charges are a little suspicious, right? If they are bringing more charges with Diddy, they better be bringing a whole lot of a better case, because what they brought, y'all, I'm telling you, what they brought, y'all, everybody is questioning. Even the lawyers and like other people that I've been watching, they're like, there's no way. And they're even saying Diddy's a monster, he is disgusting, but these charges are not matching up with what they are charging him with. They're like, absolutely not. Hey, Lord, how are you? Hey, Michael M. It's crazy. Tammy says they might really get him this time. Yes, if they are going to get him on something that we all know. Look, we all know we need a recent beating. I hate to be like that, but I'm just keeping it real. We need a recent beating. Has he beat anybody? Has they called the police on him? Has he beat somebody within the statute of limitations? We need something that is going to stick. Something that's going to stick and stay and make him be in there where he needs to be, right? Teresa said this is makes so much sense. Where is KK? This is so scary. It's coming from the lawsuit that he won against that big liquor company. Yes, this is what they are saying. Yes, Teresa, this is what they are saying. They are saying that this is all because they wanted to basically like get Diddy. Like, look, little Joker. Look, little Joker. We didn't help you get all the way to a billionaire status. You gonna sit here and try to sue us and stab us in the back when we helped you get a whole lot of dollar bills in your bank account? Okay. All right, little Ninja Turtle in a half shell. We got you. We gonna go round up these people. We gonna go round them up. We gonna round them up, and we gonna give everybody a script, because I feel like it was a whole script. This thing was scripted. And Dawn Rashad, oh, she couldn't even perform with her script. She was already doing the funky Watusi, beating around the bush. Hers was one of the worst testimonies ever. She couldn't even get her script together. Oh, she failed. She failed on her script. I am telling you. D-Dot says, look, little Tootsie Roll. D-Dot, you was the best. D-Dot said, look, little Tootsie Roll. I know, right? AFBM says the judge called them prostitutes. So if they prostitute, ain't they setting him up? Yes, that's what I'm saying. Wait, where is the prostitution? Where is the agency? Where is not the agency like Ray J got, but where is the agency that provided these prostitutes, right? Why didn't they come in and testify, right? Hey, Drake, that's mustache. She's laughing. Facts. Dida says facts big time. Yes, I'm telling you. Why didn't they call the prostitution agency in where they got these mermaids at? Because what were they doing? Calling the cowboy hotline, calling the prostitutes are us. They were calling them and scheduling them and Diddy and them were paying. Cassie this what Diddy did. Diddy was slick now. Diddy is slicker than Vaseline, slicker than the baby oil that he had, slicker than the Astroglide. What Diddy was doing, he was having Cassie and them call these people, call up John, call up Dante. He was call them up, ask him if they can have a freak off. And then Diddy was giving Cassie the money, or Jane Doe, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, 50 Cent baby mama, the money to pay these jokers. Diddy wasn't giving him the money out of his hand or out of his pocket. That's what I'm saying. Now, Diddy was slick and he did that. He coordinated. But that's different from being like a John Gotti, right? Like a real, mob boss where he's making these people go out and sell stuff. No, Diddy was giving these people, Jane Doe and Cassie, the money to pay for stuff, right? Pay for the JJ, right? Pay for a hot box, right? They were paying for the hot box situation. This is what Diddy was doing. So there's no way that Diddy could be charged in everybody's eyes, a lot of people's eyes, for being a mob boss. No, mob boss make them go sell this weight, go sell the lines and all this other stuff, go these bricks and stuff like that. These, this like the green stuff, go sell that and making money off of it. This is not what Diddy was doing. Diddy was going and having people pay, Cassie and Jane, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, having them pay for the prostitutes. So there was no way he was benefiting off of it financially because he was paying. He was paying out of his pocket. Them jokers were making some mucho dinero, right? $3,000-$4,000 for a clapping cheek session. I'm telling you, them jokers, y'all, they was getting paid. They was getting paid. Diddy was paying them jokers. But at the same time, they need to charge him appropriately. But if they come back the second time, Diddy, you're going to be in trouble, sir. I truly believe he may be in trouble if they charge him properly for what he's being charged for, right? Like I said, there is no way you can be trying to bring these charges. Even the jurors were even saying that, like, no, this does not sit right with us, right? That's why he got not guilty on the RICO. Diddy's not a mob boss. Diddy's scared to probably even, he'll fight who he wants to fight, but Diddy's not, and you put me up against anybody, I fight anybody. No, 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 no. Diddy has his limits. He knows who he can punk and who he can't punk, right? So Diddy is not no tough dude at all. He thinks he's tough because he got his goons, but when it's just him by himself, oh no, he ain't no tough man, and everybody knows it, right? D-Dot says, did he have people doing rugs they never heard of? Yes. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't selling them. He was buying them, passing them out. Hey, you want some Obama pills? I was like, I ain't even never heard of, y'all ever heard of a Obama pill before? I mean, he had the Obama pills. He had the ketamine. He had the powder, the white powder, the pink powder, the yellow powder, the purple, the brown, all colors of the rainbow. He had all kind of rugs, but he was giving them. He was buying them and passing them out. He wasn't making some people go and sell these rugs. He was buying them and passing them out at the Freakoffs. So this is the stuff that he was doing. Drake Stats Mustache says, Jamil having me weak with that crying on live. Is Diddy really in the hospital? I think so. Yes, Jamil is a mess. Y'all know my baby. He is a mess, and he is y'all know he be clowning. But yeah, I think they said something about that. But I don't know, you guys. But I don't know. Tammy says, I heard Diddy brought the jury. Yes, that's what I heard too. That's just like all kind of stuff going on with that. Like, Diddy bought the jury. Oh, really? Did Diddy buy the jury? Is this why this was questionable? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But all I do know is they're saying that Diddy is going, the Lord says Obama pills. Yeah, they had the Obama pills. I'm telling you, they had all kind of, I'm telling you, stuff that we, like D-Dot said, stuff that we ain't never heard of. They be like, what is Elemental P? What's Funky Watusi? I'm telling you, Diddy had all kind of stuff going on, but he was not selling the stuff. He was buying it and having them, hey, open your mouth, Jane Doe, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. And Diddy was like shooting baskets, shooting the peel like it was a basket, shooting it in the basketball goal, but he was popping and throwing it in their mouth. And they was like, oh, more pills. Okay, give me the Obama pill. All right, hurry up. Let me open my mouth and catch it. Okay, hold on, let me go. They was with the smoke. Because if they wasn't, they would have left. There's no way that I'm coming into a situation. And first of all, I've never done any drugs. Never, ever. My body is clean and pure. And if y'all, smoke weed or whatever, do whatever, this is not to bash nobody, right? But what I'm saying is nobody can come up to me and say, here, the lounge, hey, sniff this. It smells really good. Sniff this. Or maybe smoke this, or let me inject something in you. It's gonna make you feel really good. I'd be like, no, absolutely not. Like, no, I have a natural high. I'm not about to be sniffing nothing. I'm not about to be putting nothing in my mouth. If I don't know what it is, you giving me anything, this can make me pass out. You might be trying to take advantage of me. So no, I'm not going to be doing that. And if I feel like I'm being violated or something ain't right, the door is right there. I can walk out of it, right? And if I can't walk out of it, and if I get into some trouble where I'm being held against my will, some guns or something, pow-pows or whatever, I can always go to the police. I can go to the police. That's why it's important for people when they're in those situations. If you don't run to the police right away, if you can't, whatever, try to remember, write it down, and then go to the police. So I'm not saying that Cassie, she couldn't escape because she did twice. And J-Ho, 50 Cent baby mama, that's a whole nother story. She was 100,000 years old when she got with Diddy, first of all. Let's start there. She knew that what she was doing, she was trying to take advantage. She was wanting to do a little something strange for a piece of change, right? And that's why 50 Cent returned her to the streets. And that's why Diddy's about to return her to the streets too. She about to be a homeless somebody. She may be she may be on the side of the street. Y'all might see her in Hollywood holding up a sign. We'll work for a place to stay. My minimum is $10,000. We'll work for food. We'll work for a place to stay. Look, she ain't trying to get no 9-to-5 job. She wants the easy money. But that's not always easy money, right? Because it comes with beatings, comes with some kettlebells, some hands, some feet, maybe some hot grits, cast iron skillet. It comes with something like all those OnlyFans girls. Y'all don't think for one moment they just on there showing their little tatas and their badonkadonks and their toes and their fingers and stuff like that. Baby, they are getting some hands laid up on them. These men are not about to be giving them all this money for free. Now, you may have very few, maybe 2%, that may be over there going in on these men, like, telling them sweet nothings, what they want to hear, doing whatever these men. But the most majority of those women, they are not getting all that men's money for free. And I'm saying this because my friend used to date a millionaire. And I'm telling you, he gave her a hard way to go. These men up there, when they get to a certain caliber, a lot of them are disgusting. They talk to you like you're sugar honey iced tea on the bottom of their shoe. They think they're very arrogant. They're very nasty, a lot of them. And I would say like probably 98% of them are like that. They will treat you like the ho Merry Christmas that you are if you're on OnlyFans. They will treat you and treat you just exactly, the purpose of you being there. You're just a hoe. He's getting his turn at the doorknob. So it doesn't come with much whining and dining. Yeah, you get wined and dined after you get them hands or the kettlebells or the iron skillet or the belt or a spatula or some fists or some slaps. And I'm just telling you, I'm just keeping it real. That's exactly what they're dealing with before they even think that they can get a couple of dollars or get a Gucci bag or something like that. And even Jane Doe, remember what she said when the prosecution was questioning her? Do y'all remember what she said? The prosecution asked her, well, how much is some kind of bag? She said, well, how much is my body worth? That tells you right there that she is a whole prostitute, a sex worker, just like 50 Cent told us last year. Did 50 Cent not tell us that? 50 Cent said, my baby mama is Diddy's sex worker. And y'all know we was like, 50 Cent, go sit down because you always trolling somebody. But he told us right, did he not? He told us right. He told us right. Drake Stats Mustache says, I'll be honest, even I'm guilty of it. I'm gonna treat you accordingly. I'm not gonna beat on you though. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Drake Stats Mustache. Did y'all hear what he said? He's a man. He gonna treat you according to where he get you from. He get you from the streets. He gonna treat you like you're from the streets. I'm just saying. Let's be for real. Let's be honest. You are treated according to how you where you from. If you're on the stripper pole, you think that a man is gonna sit out there and spill out all his money, all his time and stuff, and be a good person, a good man, like, like give you everything? No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Tammy says, what happened to the weapon with scratched off serial number? That's what I'm see, Tammy, that's what I'm wondering. Where is all this stuff that they presented and had us thinking, oh my God, this is gonna be a good case. Diddy's gonna be nailed to the coffin, he's gonna be nailed to the wall. Nothing. Nothing. And y'all know, if you guys ever know that doing that, obliterating a serial number off of a weapon is a federal offense. And that carries time by itself. Ain't nobody said nothing about them serial numbers, the weapon, nothing. We ain't heard nothing. They trying to pin him to these sex charges, the Freakoff trafficking and all this stuff. We ain't even spoke and charged him with the obliteration of the serial number. That's what I'm saying. This case, y'all, it is so suspicious, right? It is so suspicious. Tammy says, nobody made Diddy keep that kind of company. He wanted that smoke and he got it. Oh yes, he did. He surely did. Tammy, you never lied about that. He did. Teresa says, I heard that, D-Dot. What did I say? D-Dot says, 50s on the Diddy list. He probably is, because they used to hang out together a few times before they had the little fallout. So I'm just saying, it is crazy. Yes, Cyril says, at the hotel incident, did Cassie try to take P. Diddy's money and jewelry that day? That's what they are saying. They're saying that Cassie took out, when she left the hotel, that she had the little fanny pack with the rugs. And y'all know Diddy was a rug addict. He was on them rugs and he was like, oh, she is taking the high. Oh no, she about to get the hands, the vase. Remember, he threw the vase, the glass vase at her. She about to get the vase. She about to get these feet put on her. And that's what he did. But that's what they're saying. But see, that never came out. That never really came out. But that's what they were saying. So all this stuff, y'all, Cassie is being exposed. She is being exposed as a mastermind to a lot of this stuff. Now they're saying she has, not they're saying, a lawsuit has been placed upon Diddy and Cassie from the Freakoff dragon, from the sex worker. And now what they are saying is, now a lot of the jurors, there's already one juror. I did a video, you guys, check it out. One of the jurors is already speaking, y'all. These jurors are coming out, y'all. These jurors are about to become millionaires overnight. I'm gonna see if any of them are my cousin or my brother, my long lost friends, maybe my elementary best friends or something, because they are about to be rich, y'all. They are about to be rich. And one of the jurors, like I said, check out that video if you guys have not already seen that. They are about to, okay, D-Dot, they are about to make a whole bunch of money. The jurors are coming out like one by one. They're coming out one by one. And y'all, these Freakoff dragons, the ones that were having sex with Cassie and Diddy, the other ones, they're going to come out too. Watch what I tell you. They're going to get with the lawyer and they're going to collaborate some type of story. And they're going to be suing Cassie because, look, Cassie ain't walking away with the $20,000, $20 million from Diddy freely. No, they gonna be like, no, you did this, you did that. This guy, the one that's suing her now, that's suing Cassie and Diddy right now, they are saying he was, had mental situations, that he was choking his chickens until his chicken had a sore on it. Y'all, when I was like, oh my God, they were making him do this allegedly. This is what the lawsuit is saying. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I mean, I would have been like, oh, I have a mental problem because I was over there clapping Cassie's cheeks, and Diddy was looking at my badonkadonk, and I was, and I was scared. I have mental anguish from that. They're gonna be coming out with a whole lot of stuff. Watch what I tell y'all. They are gonna come out with a whole lot of stuff. They're gonna be thinking of all kinds of. Cassie gave me an STD. Cassie gave me an STD. Oh, I got Cassie pregnant too. If he can prove that, y'all, if they can prove that, I'm telling you, Cassie is going to be looking a whole lot worse than even what we think, because we don't know what really happened. We're only given like a little bit of information, but really on the other side of that curtain, all the real stuff that happened, people are going to start coming out. People are starting to come out. And I heard too that the cook, remember the chef? The chef came out and said that she fears for her life and all this other stuff. And she was having like issues or whatever, of course, with Diddy, because I remember they said that I remember she saying that she got into some kind of altercation with Diddy, and I think Diddy pushed her out or kicked her out of his house or something. It was something crazy. But now I'm like, where is, excuse me, I was like, wait a minute, why wasn't she on the stand? That's why I'm saying this whole situation, y'all, this whole story is very suspicious, because it's like, where are the main key players that we would have thought that should have taken the stand? Where is D-Rob? Not one security guard that I can recall got on there and on the stand. The only one that I can recall was the Mr. Garcia. I was there for his testimony, and y'all, he's a big dude. When he came behind, like, we were sitting like on the very last pew, me and Jamil, and he came in. And he came right by us, and I was like, he's a big dude. He is like huge. He's really huge. But he's the only one that I can recall that that took the stand, as far as like, well, that's not even his Diddy security guard. But where is all the people like KK, D-Rob? Where's all those people? It's like, this is crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. But y'all, if these feds, if they come and they give a whole another case, if they put more charges on Diddy, I think Diddy is done. Diddy is done, because y'all, too many people, even people that are high up, that are not even on the side of like, the prosecution, but they're high up and they're on the other side. Like, y'all know y'all charging Diddy. Y'all, these charges are ridiculous. Y'all wasting government money. I mean, they are talking about them wasting government funds, government money. They're saying that these the raids on the house, they shouldn't have did all these raids and stuff like that for a whole girlfriend situation gone bad. That's basically what they're saying. The girlfriend situation got bad, and I can understand that. Could y'all think about y'all's ex-boyfriends or y'all's ex-girlfriends y'all got into it with? Y'all that maybe came to like, oh, I mean, it was a whole crash out in y'all's relationship. And then you're thinking, like, man, could y'all imagine them bringing you to the last 2 or 3 boyfriends or girlfriends on the stand, telling y'all's business, what y'all did behind closed doors? And then acting and saying that you was a whole a rug dealer when you was really only buying, the rugs. You were only buying the sex and prostitutes. Like, could y'all imagine? I mean, really, that's what this is. That's what they are saying. These people that are way up here on the other side, not with the prosecution, they are with Diddy's side, and they are saying, all of them are saying, like, I'm talking about these lawyers, even some of the news media. I forget what News Nation, that lady on News Nation, she was like, no, this ain't right. Like, this is no, something ain't right with this. She's even saying Diddy shouldn't even do that many years for what he's charged with. He's not even charged with the proper stuff that he really has done. Let's get some charges. Let's get some, Kim Porter's unaliving. Let's get some a recent beating that he's done. Let's get something that can stick. because these people are upset, y'all. I'm telling you, when I sit here and listen to them, they are upset. When I say they are hotter than fish grease at the prosecution team, they're like, these people is wasting people's time. They are over here doing the most on the coast, and that now they're mad because the jurors even are saying this is a whole bunch of BS. And these RICO charges, RICO charge, definitely he's not no mob boss. Now he is a boss. He's a arrogant, nasty, disgusting person, disgusting boss. But let's be for real. A lot of our bosses that we've had, if y'all have had a boss, before, once upon a time in your life, can y'all imagine some of y'all bosses? I mean, if y'all had 5 jobs, probably 4 of those bosses were disgusting. Probably 4 of them were. And let's just be for real. Let's be honest. Some of them may be really cool, but some of them are really a-holes, right? Some of them probably are really a-holes, right? And that's how Diddy is. That's why I said Diddy is a whole demonic entity. Hey, Sharice, how are you? Samantha says, like they did OJ. Yes, absolutely. So we have to really think. We have to really think about this thing. Like, I had to kind of pull myself back, and I had to think of this whole situation from beginning to end. Like, like I said, what made me change my mind, really, you guys, is when I went to the court and I seen Mia testify. I seen Garcia testify. I seen Diddy CFO testify. And what they were saying, I was like, oh my God. Like, this is like a whole light that went off. And I'm like, wow, this is way different from what it was. What we were, the information that was brought to us when this last year before his trial, they were all on the news. Diddy this, Diddy that, Diddy did. They added more charges, forced labor, this, that, and the third. And then we get to the case, and then it's like a whole different situation. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Tammy says new charges from new accusers is not double jeopardy. Yeah, no, that's not double jeopardy. No. No. Absolutely, you're right. Double jeopardy means that they're trying to bring him in and charge him again for some of the same things, and the whole Diddy 2.0 trial, basically. So if he was going to be charged with something else and different witnesses, different accusers or whatever, then they could do that. So that's what I think they're right now in there. Right now, they probably congregated around the table. Them girls, Garagos called them a 6-pack of white women. I mean, he's wrong for that. That was ugly of him to say that, but I'm telling you, them women, they in there right now talking about what federal law is that. Okay, all right, yes, okay, we're gonna get him, and they in there typing and trying to get some charges. This is what they're saying now, but I can only imagine. But what I'm saying, all I am saying, because when I say these people up here, like, the lawyers and stuff that know Diddy's a disgusting person, they are looking back. And I bet you they're like, if they come in here with some garbage again, it's going to be some problems, right? Because they are wasting government funds, government time. This is what they're saying. They're wasting a whole bunch of money, a whole bunch of time on things that should not even be brought to the forefront. These are ex-girlfriends. They all wanted a ring. They all wanted to be number one. Diddy's a whole rich billionaire. Like I said, my friend dated a rich millionaire, almost billionaire, and he treated her like sugar honey iced tea on the bottom of his shoe. Homeboy didn't even like to take a shower. He didn't even like to brush his teeth. Disgusting. And I'm telling you real. So when these guys get all the way up there, I mean, if you didn't help him climb the ladder, you might want to not mess with him, because all those men that are millionaires, even me and my baby, when we went to Costa Rica, oh, we seen a whole mermaid, a whole situation going on. There's an older white man with this young girl. He looked like he was every bit of 65, and she looked every bit of maybe 23 or maybe 24. And we were just looking, we was like, what is grandpa over there doing with the granddaughter? Oh, she was over there in the thermal spa waters. and she was on top of his lap. I mean, freaking off in the thermal water pool. I was like, baby, come on, let's go. I don't want to get in that one because there might be some germs up in there. It might be some STDs floating around in that water, right? But this is what I'm telling you. These men that higher up, they will lie and say they're going on a boat trip with their friends or going on a fishing trip, and really and truly they have a whole freak off situation lined up with their sugar baby, right? I'm telling you, these people have to really think. This is just what it is, right? This is what it is when you got these men that are high caliber millionaires, billionaires. Best believe they're coming with a whole line of women that wants to be with them. And these women are sick in their head. Why would you want to, knowing that this man has like 20 or 50, 11 women lined up waiting to get their turn, like, pick me, pick me. I'm like, that is disgusting. Teresa says, gosh, disgusting lounge. That's crazy. Yes. Me and my baby, I'm telling you, when we went to Costa Rica, we was checking out the situation, and I was like, what is grandpa over there doing with the little granddaughter? On the lap and everything in the corner, like they was in the cut. But like I said, it happens when these people, I'm telling you, these CEOs, all these higher up people, that's what these men, a lot of them do, and the women too. I'm not even saying that it's only men, it's the women too. They can be just as bad, right? It's crazy. It is really crazy. So we have to say, was Diddy appropriately, charged? No, he wasn't. Charge him for now. Like I said, if they come in here and say that he didn't beat, like, maybe loves mom or something like that, but Love's mom was at the court, at the trial, at the hearing. So she was crying, I think crying, slinging snot. She was there supporting Diddy. And I'm like, how is you supporting Diddy? And Diddy is paying for J-Ho home. Like, if Jamel was over doing the most on the coast, I'd be like, boy, bye. I would not. My worth is way too much for that. You got a man that has all these women, and then Love's mom had Love. I think Love is like 2 or 3. And then to see that this girl on the stand is still getting her bills paid by your baby daddy that you just had a child with. Like, this is too much going on. There's too many germs. There's too many disgusting stuff going on. I mean, to each their own, but these women, they need to like know their worth. Like, if that's what you want to do, that's just how you're going to get treated, right? According to how how you coming. I mean, point blank. So, AFBM says, no, the judge said she a prostitute. Okay, she a prostitute, not no ho, Merry Christmas. Oh my God. AFBM says, don't care what we think, but we know what you got, and that's nothing, no votes or no money. Tanya says, so I'm reading this correctly, that people think Cassie is a mastermind. Yes, that's what they are saying. She's a mastermind. She was manipulating. And y'all, I mean, I don't know, because I wasn't there, and a lot of people weren't there, but the people that were there, y'all, they are coming and speaking out. These sex workers are coming out saying that Cassie gave them the STDs. I don't know what STD. Look, herpes, syphilis, gonorrhea, I don't know. Just the gift that keeps on giving, right? And also that they got Cassie pregnant, allegedly. But I'm like, how did he know that he got Cassie pregnant? Because Cassie was taking them eggplants down. Cassie had a lot of eggplants. I mean, they were just marching in. Like one after the other, after the other, after the other. They was marching in like soldiers, right? Queen says Cassie was a willing participant. She's just as guilty for what she... Yes, I think so too, Queen. Yes, she is guilty. I believe so. Like I said, Diddy is guilty of beating her and, doing the horrible things like in that tape, putting hands and stuff. Because I don't condone that. For a man to do that to a woman or a woman to do that to a man, I don't condone that, right? But Cassie, she was I mean, the text messaging stuff that I seen in court, she was wanting to do it. She was texting Diddy out of the blue. I'm horny. You want to do a free? You know, she was with the smoke. She was with the smoke. Drake Stash Mustache says exactly. She was just as freaky as Diddy. Yes. She was just as freaky. And y'all, do y'all know that when her husband was in there, I know some of the stuff now. I don't believe Cassie was telling her husband everything that was going on. I don't think that she was. I don't think. Sheree says true facts. Yes, absolutely. AFBM says that was your parents teaching y'all. That's what I'm saying, you guys. These situations with Cassie, I'm telling you, these situations is starting to come out with Cassie. D-Dot says Cassie's box got D-Dot, you was hilarious. D-Dot said Cassie's box got a stink. Oh, it probably just smelled like the bottom of the ocean floor, probably, right? If she was doing all of that, and then she had all kind of like, STDs. The box was hot. She had UTIs, FPMs, LZQs. I mean, she had all kind of stuff going on, and she was still getting her cheeks clapped. She was still popping. It was on and popping still. I would have been like, oh my goodness. I would have been like, oh no, I would never be in that situation. But if I was ever, I would not continue doing something like that because you're only making it worse. You go to the doctor, like Jamil said, oh Lord, you go to the doctor and say the cat then died. The cat is dead. The cat is dead. The cat has died. We having a funeral for the cat. We having a funeral, y'all. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Shirley says, I agree. Yes. Monique says, Diddy was orchestrating those freak-offs, not Cassie. No, Cassie, I was in court, Monique. And some of those freak-offs she was orchestrating. Absolutely. She was begging for freak-offs. Diddy's dad's mustache says she was just taking pin after pin. Yes, it was like soldiers marching in. Left, right, 1, 2, step, left, right. She was taking all of those. I mean, she was doing the most. I'm saying, and she left. So if it was that bad, I'm saying, why did she leave and stay gone? If a situation is, y'all, come on, think about it like this, right? If y'all got a job, and I'm sure everybody in here is grown, y'all didn't have at least 2 or 3 jobs, maybe some of y'all, right? Even since you were like 16, right? 16 all the way up until now. You have had a job, and you maybe didn't like that job. You didn't quit. Did you quit and go back the next day? You said, I'm tired of this job. I'm quitting. Here's my 2 weeks notice. And then the next day, or the next week, show back up? No. You quit. If it's that bad, if it's that horrible, you're like, I can't stand this job, I'm leaving. You gonna leave. You're not gonna sit there and say, oh Lord, or you're gonna hold on until you find another job, and then that's when you're gonna jump ship, right? Hey, Seeker of Truth, how are you? Welcome. Dida says, coochie smelling like old tilapia. D-Dot, you was a mess. D-Dot, you was hilarious. Seeker said Cassie was with Ryan Leslie first, and he was a grown man. Yes, Seeker. She was 19 when she got with P. Diddy. So she's been messing with men. She shouldn't have for a long. Yes, Seeker. That's what they were. Yes, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. She was already with the smoke at a young age. She was with that guy, and she was 19. I think he was like 10 years older than her. And then when she decided to get with P. Diddy, she wrote some kind of fake thing up and then went with him to, I think, Miami. And that's when they started seeing each other. So you can't tell me that Cassie wasn't with the smoke, because if she was a good little girl, she would have been like, no, I got a man. I'm staying strong with my man. No, she was jumping ship. She was trying to catch what she could wherever she could. I'm just saying. Queen says she was getting getting once in her wait. Oh, warts in her mouth, multiple UTIs, and stayed. It's hard to feel bad for her. Yes, queen. Absolutely. Preach. This is what I'm saying. And if she's left one time, if you left one time, why didn't you stay gone? Or, okay, maybe you left once. Okay, you thought it was that bad. Or maybe he begged you back, and then you went back and it was the same BS. And then you went back again. I don't feel sorry for that either. You are right. You are right. Hey, Seeker. Hey, Rude Boy says, "What's your sign?" My sign doesn't matter. We talking about Cassie. AFBM says Cassie had a whole apartment. Yes, that's another thing. AFBM, thank you for bringing that up. Cassie had a whole apartment, her cell phone, and a whole separate room that did the wait that he paid her rent. Yes. So if you have your own place, why can't you just pack up and move? You can say the key, you look, check with the front desk. But guess what? I can leave. You paying for this apartment? I'm going to be gone. You don't have to pay for my apartment no more. I go back wherever. I stay with a friend. I sleep on the couch, the floor. But if it's that bad and Diddy is paying like when he is paying her for her rent and doing this, buying her car, took the car from her, you are allowing somebody to have control over you. This is why it's important for you to be independent. I'm not saying, because we all as women need a man, want a man, need a man, right? Or as a man, you need a woman, want a woman, however you want to call it. But have your own. Don't allow somebody to control you, because women do it too. There's women that do the same thing. Oh, I'm going to buy my man this Mercedes, but he cut up, he out there in them streets, I'm going to take it back. Because these are the things that you will try to use as an excuse to stay with them, and that doesn't work with me. No, you should get your stuff. If you were a singer, you were in Hollywood, you were doing whatever, right? You should always have your own pot of money. You should not rely on somebody to try to take care of you, because when this type of things happen, you use the excuse, well, he was, he was paying for my apartment and I didn't. No, you have to think smarter. You have to go work at Walmart. Look, go flip some burgers or something and make your own money. There's no way I'm gonna wait for a man or anybody to buy my deodorant, to buy my personal hygiene stuff, to buy me a car or give me some gas money to get to where I need to get. Absolutely not. I'm not about to do that. Hey, Queen Shay, how are you? Queen Shay, welcome. Queen Shay says nothing better than your own. Yes, absolutely. You have to have your own and have some type of independence, right? Before you can even say, oh, I want a man to take care of me. It's okay to say that as a woman, but when you're sitting there not working, you're not trying to do anything, you're laying on your butt and you thinking that you putting your legs up is the only way that you're going to make money, and you think that a man is not going to try to control you in no way, shape, or form, like, no, they're going to do that. They're going to have some type of control over you, right? Latoya says, you have Asian eyes, sis. That's what my hubby says. He says, you look like you're Asian. And I'm like, no. He always tells me, thank you, thank you. Gregory says, well, she getting sued too. Yep, Gregory, she's getting sued too. She didn't got the papers put on her on Friday. Her and Diddy. Diddy and her are getting, they are getting sued because they are saying, y'all, if y'all just joining me, they're saying Cassie done gave the sex worker the hot box, the STDs. I don't know which one, the herpes, the syphilis, the gonorrhea, the herpes 1, simplex 1, herpes simplex 2. She done gave him something. And also, he got her pregnant and she aborted the baby. And he is traumatized, y'all. Allegedly, I'm just saying. Hey, the Plug Podcast, how are you? Welcome. Yeah, they are saying that this is what the lawsuit is saying, that, she had, she made him choke his chicken, and, to where it was like, the chicken's neck was like, scabbed up and stuff. And he has mental anguish and all kind of stuff. So he put a lawsuit on on her. But y'all, I think there's going to be more lawsuits coming out, because there's no way that because these sex workers were victims too. They were victims too. They were victims because if they were allegedly supposed to be dancers or whatever, and then they came over there, they're supposed to be dancing, having a good time, and then it turns into a sexual thing, and then it turns into you getting like these pills, the Obama pills, the Tootsie, the Wootsy, the Epsy, all these rugs. Then that says that they were victims too. So to a certain extent I can understand that. But y'all, they say Cassie is not walking. She is not walking with that $30 million totally by herself. We gonna get a little piece of that $30 million. Cassie, you are not about to be having a fun time off of that $30 million, because you had a fun time with us and you done gave us the hot box. And you think that you're going to dance off into the sunset? Oh, absolutely not. Seeker says she about to lose that 30 million before she spend it. Yes, Seeker, I totally agree. Y'all, these little sex workers, I'm telling you, they are trying to find little like ways to get in there and make a lawsuit, which they already have, and put on her. Watch, there's going to be some of those other sex workers, they're going to be coming out too. Watch what I tell y'all. They're going to be saying that Cassie and Diddy rugged them. They gave them these rugs. They were going over there. They were supposed to be just dancing, but then they turned into like a sexual relationship, or sexual stuff that went on. So y'all, watch what I tell you. It's about to be a whole domino effect. Cassie was a whole co-conspirator, really a co-conspirator to what Diddy was doing. Because remember, they were saying, what about the minors? But then they said if they bought the minors up, that Cassie would be in trouble too. Remember, wait, Drake's dad mustache says, that's what happens when you're wrong. She gonna lose it. How she got it? Yes, yes. Drake's dad mustache preach. Isn't that always like the thing that's like a known thing? How you get them is how you lose them, right? How you get it is how you lose it. If you go around here stealing candy bars, somebody gonna steal your candy bar, right? So these things are like known things. Cassie, what I'm telling you, because remember, everybody was saying, well, Cassie sued Diddy and she won a whole lot of money, but remember, the amount was undisclosed. Remember, we didn't know how much. We was like, oh, was it 100 million? Was it 100,000? Was it this? Was that? Remember, we were all guessing how much she won. But in the court, we found out that Diddy paid her $20 million. And that $10 million is coming. If it hasn't already hit her bank account, but it was on its way to march into her bank account during the trial. She hadn't closed I think she closed everything, or was getting close to close on that deal for the 10 million from that hotel. So with that being said, everybody knows that Cassie, oh man, she is a walking pot of money. And those sex workers were like, oh, she got some money. Oh, we about to sue her, and she's about to come up off some of that money too, right? Seeker says she's both victim and co-conspirator. I think so. I think she's a victim, Seeker, until a certain extent. She's a victim of Diddy putting them hands on her, throwing the base and being disgusting to her. She's a victim of that. But she did a whole lot of stuff with Diddy. She did a whole lot of stuff. There's no way. And that's why they're saying, because remember, like I said, remember with the minors? Somebody, when I was at the courthouse, they were saying that the minors were coming up, but if they charge Cassie and Diddy with if they charge Diddy with it, then they would have to charge Cassie too. So that made all of sense to me. So I was like, wow, because remember, y'all, I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh my God, where in the world is the minors? Remember, I was like, where's the minors? Remember, I was talking about this for the whole last year that we waited for Diddy's trial. Oh, the feds, they got the minors. Oh, they got the minors. Well, if they got the minors, then Cassie's going to go down, and a whole lot of other people too. And they said that's why they didn't bring the minors in. And I said that makes sense. Now, are they going to bring the minors in this time and figure out a way to like disassociate it with Cassie? I don't know. Or is Cassie going to be brought in and then somehow be able to get out of it? I don't know. That's just one of my thoughts about it. You know, it's like, are they gonna do that, or are they gonna leave that alone, right? Marlon says, hello, Queen and Chat. I believe that Cassie ain't no saint when it comes to them freak-offs. She just got out in time to testify. Yes. Yes, yes, absolutely, Marlon. Welcome, thank you. Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm telling you, she was probably like, she probably had all kind of requests. Hold on, but we need 10 pumps of the baby oil and 4 pumps of the lubricant. We need all of that. Rub it on my back, rub it on my feet. She was probably directing all of that. I'm telling you. Dida said they threw those minors out, but they shouldn't have, because that's important. Yes. And y'all, they said, like I said, I went to the courthouse. I was at the courthouse. I went there. We went there 3 days, two different times. And y'all, they were saying that, but they didn't want to bring these charges up. But I was like, no, they said the minors. I was like, the minors, but what about the minors? What about the minors? And they did not bring any minors. We still waiting for the minors, y'all. We still waiting for the minors. We still waiting for the Freakoff tapes. We still waiting for all of that. Remember, they gave us a whole laundry list to be waiting for, and we never even checked off a whole bunch of the laundry list that they gave us. Oh yeah, this is happening. Oh, we ain't never seen it. Dida says they threw those minors. Okay, I read that one. Gregory says because the other powerful people. Gregory, you are absolutely right. Gregory, you are absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Because remember Tanae was saying, and I don't know how true her testimony is, but remember her name came up in the court too. They said Tanae. Remember Tanae's scene? Court allegedly went to the one of Diddy's freak-offs and his Florida mansion, and she said when she went in there, she said it was a bunch of little people. She thought it was like some kind of filming cast going on. She said, "What are they doing here?" She said these girls look like little Harajuka Barbies. Her name came up in the court. Yes, Tanae's name came up in the court. Yes, so that's a great, yes, thank you for that. Drake's dad's mustache says exactly, that's what I keep saying. Assault is a petty crime. You don't get life for DV, let's be fair. Absolutely, Drake's dad's mustache, that's right. Dida says we all talking about still, yes. That's what I'm saying, y'all. I'm telling you, this whole situation, y'all, is like really, really, I'm telling you, it's really, really crazy. But if they do bring back Tanae, and remember what she found, because remember my baby, when he goes live, he's always like, he will talk about Tanae a lot, and her name actually came up in the court. So it makes me think that what she was saying when she went to the Freakoff, that it was real. Because she said, I seen a whole bunch of little girls and they were dressed in Harajuka Barbies. What are little girls in looking like Harajuka Barbies over there at Diddy's party? Huh? Like what that has to be something that is even, that's what I'm saying. Are there more charges? Maybe they're gonna try to say, well, at this time, 2 years ago in July, they had you had a party and you had Kid Cudi there, you had J Ho Ho Merry Christmas, and bringing certain people so where they're not touching these other people up here. Because I'm telling you, this is like really, really big, and I think that they have like way more information and way more things on what Diddy has done. Why don't they charge him with that? But see, if they charge him with that, they're gonna be like, oh, well, Cassie just had a baby. Oh, we feel sorry for her because she has 3 kids. No, if Cassie was actually a part of that situation, you all right, baby? She has to, I'm sorry, my baby was So if she was a part of that, hey, Didi, how are you? If Cassie was a part of that situation, I don't care if she had 12 kids. I don't care. I don't care if she had dropped the kid just right now, newborn. I mean, she just had a newborn. But if Cassie did what if Cassie did what is a criminal activity with those minors, she needs to be held responsible. She needs to be held responsible because if Tanae is telling the truth, then she needs to be held responsible. All of them need to. Diddy and whoever else was there. And don't let one of those kids come out and say that they was at Diddy's party. Oh my God. And they knew that. And they heard Cassie's name. Diddy calling Cassie's name. Y'all, I'm telling you, it is not going to be a good thing for neither one of them. I'm telling you. Seeker said J-Lo found her a rock to hide under, not a peep from her. After the incident when she was outside and someone asked her about, oh yeah, I know Seeker, right? I know. She was acting like Clive Davis, right? They get amnesia real quick in Hollywood, I see. They get amnesia real quick, girl. They get amnesia real quick. I mean, I'm sorry, not girl, Seeker. They get amnesia real quick, right? They get the amnesia real quick. Like, huh? But what, P. Diddy? I don't know who that is. Sean Combs, I don't know him either. They get amnesia real quick. Hey, Johnny, how are you? They get amnesia real quick. Gregory says she knew about it. J-Lo. Yes, absolutely. Marlon says Cassie played victim and participated. Yes, Marlon, she did. That's what I'm saying. P. Diddy, what's going on? Now, y'all, we got a fake P. Diddy. He comes here every once in a while, but we told him if he don't know how to act while he's in our live, we gonna have the mods send him to the block party. So P. Diddy, don't come in here acting like you ain't got no home training, that Janice ain't taught you a darn thing, okay? You know, you welcome to come in here, but you get to acting crazy, jumping on the furniture and flipping off counters. We gonna have the mods send you around the corner with the nuts in your mouth, okay? All right. I'm a real okay, P. Diddy. Okay. And we know P. Diddy. We know that the Johnson & Johnson stock has went up, right? We know this Johnson & Johnson stock has went up. But you come over here cutting up everybody that is in the building, we gonna come after you, okay? So you better be on your best behavior because we know that it's a little, it's a little sadness going on at the MDC for you. So we know the guards are probably over there sleeping. So you were able to come on my live and participate, but you act like you ain't got no home training. And honey, baby, chicken chow, we gonna put you out on the street corner, okay? We gonna send you around the corner, right? So don't come in here acting up, okay? Just be glad that the guards are sleeping over there at the MDC, and you can get on here, sneak your phone, and come to my live. But don't come over here acting up, okay? Tabby says, P. Diddy, are you getting hugged from the back right now? Oh, Lord. I am weak, Tabby. You is hilarious. You is hilarious. Johnny says, I'm a crumble. Y'all is laughing. A lot of y'all laughing. Gregory says, I believe he was starting his own baby oil company. Probably so. P. Diddy and P. Diddy. Look, P. Diddy and P. Diddy oil, right? Oh my God. Y'all is hilarious. Yes. Oh my God. Y'all is hilarious. But yes, welcome P. Diddy. Don't come in here acting up, okay? Drake Smash says, don't put him out yet, Mods. Dina says P. Diddy too busy being on his knees. I know, right? He's on bended knees right now. Marlon says 50 Cent said they be hugging from the back and the front. Yes. P. Diddy says at Judah. I had a great time with you. Oh snap! Okay, see you about to get put out now. Come on now, P Diddy. You act like you got some home training. Okay, I would say I'm gonna call your mama Janice, but Janice ain't gonna be doing nothing because she's scared you might slap her. Right? Jay Manson says, "Let me take you shopping." Oh, y'all is a mess, right? Oh my gosh, Cherise says, I love your video. Oh, y'all check out my video. Yes, we did a video. Are you talking about the video I did, Cherise, yesterday? But or this video? On my live. Drake says, Michelle says, Combs and Combs, baby. Well, there you go. Combs and Combs, baby. Baby Oil Incorporated. Johnny says, I'm crumbling again. Oh my goodness. Willie says, is Diddy going down? I don't think I with these charges now. Let me say this. These charges, I don't think they are saying 2 to 7 years. And these are lawyers that I watch that have done RICO cases and stuff like that. Because Diddy doesn't have he has a zero record, they are saying that Diddy may not do but like 2 to 7 years that they're saying. Tammy says, P. Diddy, are you scrambling and scraping for ish right now? Tammy, you is hilarious. Diddy says the wig is the wig in Bali. I know, right? Y'all remember when he had the wig on? He had the wig on, and I was like, where you get that Timu wig? Is that Janice's Timu wig? Or where you get that wig from, Diddy? Did you take it to the MDC? P. Diddy, we got a question. When you checked in the MDC, P. Diddy, was your wig, was that a part of your PPE to get into the MDC? Was that your protective your personal protective gear? Did they let you take that, P. Diddy, into the MDC? We just trying to know what questions do y'all have for P. Diddy while he's at the MDC, while he's allowed to sneak his cell phone in the building, in his cell. What do y'all have? Because he can only answer these questions while it's like 1:30 in the morning, while the guards are probably in there sleeping. Do y'all have any questions for P. Diddy? Anybody have any questions for P. Diddy? Because P. Diddy is in the building, y'all. P. Diddy is in the building. P. Diddy is in the building. Y'all have any questions for P. Diddy? I'm just wanting to know. Seeker says your hair wasn't that long. Jay says can't stop, won't stop. Seeker says definitely a wig. Cece says Comey should be put in jail. That's what they're saying. They are upset. Cece, they are upset. People are upset at the feds. They are saying a waste of money, a waste of time. These charges are not like they're a bunch of BS, which I agree, right? I agree, because we thinking that we got Diddy. We thought that we had Diddy pinned to the wall. And then we come out and find out that this is nothing but a bunch of ex-girlfriends holler, crying, and slinging snot. Diddy, are you okay? Okay. And Drake says, it show you. I'll show you. Lord, you a mess. Wendy says everyone got paid off. Remember? Gina Han was supposed to show up. Remember, Gina Han was supposed to be testifying, and y'all, they seen Gina. My baby did a shorts on her. They seen her the other day at Whole Foods in Vegas. They seen her at Whole Foods in Vegas with a nice car, and she was saying she ain't scared. Diddy ain't never did nothing to her. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Do we need to go back to Tasha K's interview with her 4 years ago? Gina Han, don't sit up here and lie and perpetrate a fraud, because Diddy probably bought you that new car that you was driving. So Gina Han, don't start no mess. Look, don't come for us and we won't come for you. You need to stop that lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Because you know, Diddy, you was over there on Tasha K, crying and slinging snot, talking about Diddy put hand, feet, and kettlebells on you. You know, saying he was doing the most. And that you was a whole part of his little situation of beatdowns. So don't come over here just the other day and say that, oh no, Diddy ain't did nothing. Girl, cause you know that car might get repoed if he didn't pay. He probably did you. He probably did you like he did Jane Ho Ho Merry Christmas 50 Cent Baby Mama. He probably just went ahead and did a rental agreement on that car instead of buying the car straight out like Diddy did, but like Diddy did for Jane Ho. He's like, oh no, you getting a rental property. You want a rental property? Okay, I help you rent the property. He knowing that Diddy could have bought that house times 10 times 10, right? He over there having her in a rental property. Y'all, I'll tell you, that girl is slower than molasses. There is no way I'm going to be doing these freak-offs, have the hot box over here taking these eggplants down, making them disappear, and I only get a rental property? Oh, you got the game twisted, baby. J-Ho, you is slower than molasses. I think you on the yellow bus. You take the short yellow bus to school, J-Ho, when you was younger? Because I think that's what happened, right? Teresa said she lost her baby after, oh, yeah, that's what I heard, too. That's what I heard, Teresa. I'm like, man, I don't even know what to believe. Like, if it's true, because these girls, I'm telling you, they were liar, pants on fires all along. They were there because they wanted Diddy's money. Diddy got a lot of money. And they were lined up doing a little something strange for a piece of change. And when they didn't get what they want, they was crying, hollering, slinging snot. Even Mia, I was there for her testimony, y'all. And this is going to forever stick with me with this being that I went to this trial. This is going to stick with me. Mia's testimony, y'all, and I talk about it all the time because her testimony was such a liar. She was a lie. She was a whole liar. She was messing with Diddy. Diddy and her had a relationship, and she didn't want Cassie to know because Cassie and her was supposed to be friends. And she said, oh, Diddy raped me. Why don't you hold your head up high and say, yes, that mother raped me. No, she's like this. With her hair all like this. She was like this. And what did you say? And we're like, well, are you a leader or follower? I don't know how to answer that question. You little dumb hoochie mama. You don't know how to answer the question if you're a leader or not? How are you not able to answer a question of if you're a leader or not? You didn't went to college, you didn't got a degree, and they went through her resume. They were going through her resume like a fine nail tooth comb. They were like picking. I'm like, why are they talking about this girl's resume? I mean, the resume, it was up on the stand with her. Oh, okay, so you graduated from such and such college. Oh, okay, Mia. Okay. So, you said you have thick skin. Oh, okay. And it was a whole lie. She was lying so much. And I was like, oh my God. Teresa says, I knew Lounge, they wanted that money. Lord have mercy. It's like, who do you suppose to believe? Yes. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe none of them. Y'all, I'm being honest. Those girls knew that Diddy had a lot of money. Those girls were trying to, you know how some people will try to get like close to you because you are, who you are, whoever you are. It may not even be, it may just be you might be popular in your town, popular in your city, or even at work. You may be a boss, or you may be like a lead, or you may just be a good employee that is showing like great things at work. You're like a model employee, and then they try to get next to you. That's what they were doing with Diddy. They were standing next to him because they knew he had them dollar bills. And they were doing anything they could to get close to him. And then as soon as they didn't get what they want, Diddy was DXing them jokers left and right. He was letting her go and then, was doing whatever he wanted to do. And then they were over there crying, slinging snot, even saying like Mia that Diddy raped her. And even in the court, even I think it was Mr. Agnifilio was questioning her then. And at the end, he was like, Mia's relationship and Diddy's relationship, it was consensual. They had a consensual relationship. Diddy was screwing mostly all those people that was on the stand. Mostly all of them. Mostly all of them. Except for like that CFO that I don't think that he was, smashing him. Not the security guard that he bought the USB from. But a lot of those assistants and all this, like even Capricorn Clark, he probably had a relationship with her. But with Mia, oh, he was clapping them cheeks, baby. He was definitely clapping them cheeks. They had a whole relationship. They had a whole relationship. And I think it was Mr. Agnifilio in his closing arguments, I believe, said that her relationship with Diddy, Mia's relationship with Diddy, was consensual. But she was lying because she didn't want Cassie to know, I'm sleeping with your man behind your back. And she knew that Cassie and her were supposed to be sisters. They were real close. But you sleeping with her man? She didn't want that to come out. She did not. Thank you, Randy. She did not want them to come out. Dida says all of them. Yes, Dida, all of them were sleeping with Diddy. All of them. They were all getting their cheeks clapped. All of them were. Diddy was pimping all of them out with his alleged pencil. I don't know, what they wanted with his pencil. If they was complaining about it in all these lawsuits, they had, the Tootsie Roll. Not even the Tootsie Roll Pop, but the Tootsie Roll. That's what they were saying, right? AF says, if a poor man gave you a hard time on cooking and keeping the house clean, what the H you think the millionaires won't? Exactly. Thank you. Like I said, my friend dated a millionaire, almost billionaire. And he treated her so bad. They feel like they're so entitled because they got all of this money. And the Joker didn't even want to take a shower. He didn't even want to brush his teeth. And I was like, who he think he impressing? Buying all these expensive clothes, putting them on, and he put no lick of soap, no lick of water on his body. Didn't even want to brush his teeth. She said he would take off his dirty drawers, put them on the floor. The next morning, he would wake up, go into Miami, put his clothes back on, them dirty drawers on, and put his brand new clothes that he didn't spend like $17,000 for a shirt. He would put that on and ain't put one lick of not one lick of water, not one drip of water. He ain't brushed his teeth. He ain't took a shower. And he put the same dirty drawers on, ready to go to Miami to turn up to be with some girls. And treating her like boo-boo. I was like, oh my God, are you serious? Treating her so bad. Treating her so bad. Treating her disgusting. So that's what I'm saying. When these men, even women, because they say J-Lo is nasty too. They say J-Lo is nasty. They call her talking nasty to some guy. I think some employees or whatever at a shoe store. They were saying that she was talking disgusting and nasty to the employees at the shoe store. So I was like, yes, these millionaires, and I'm not saying all of them, y'all, but a good majority of these millionaire men that they think they like, El Suave, like they think they fine, they think they all that, they think that, they got a big head. They will treat you like crap. So I don't know why Jane Doe, ho, 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 and Cassie and all the rest of these women thought that Diddy was supposed to be, the best great thing to them like all the time. No, he knew what kind of people they were. So, Did I say same skip Margaret? Yes, it was nasty. Secret says, yeah, I heard a lot of stories about J-Lo. Yes, J-Lo is nasty. They said she's very disgusting. They say she is nasty, very nasty to people. ABFM says, stop lying, you millionaire. I got nothing better to do with being nasty. I know, right? I don't know who. Let me get him out of here because he talking about she lied. Go sit down somewhere. But yeah, these people, I'm telling you, it's crazy. Black man says, because a rich man knows that money make you women. Oh Lord. George said, hey George, how are you? Let me see. AFBM says there's a lot of men out there to give women everything because they really like women, like they really wanted to handle their manhood carefully and love what they supposed to love. And I'm saying not all of them, but I'm saying a good majority of these rich men, that's just how they are. But like, okay, AFBM says, and the poor man knows that money keeps you. Yeah, like if this, y'all, it really, let's think about it. Right, AFBM, right. If Cassie would have met Diddy and Diddy was a broke man, oh, she would have probably got rid of him if he was so horrible. If he was doing the same things and he was broke, she probably would have been out of there. She probably wouldn't have stayed. She wants that one time that she left Diddy, she would have did that to a broke man. She would have never returned to him. Trust me. She would have never ever returned to him. But she went back because Diddy had money. AFBM says money makes you like the man on the days that he is unlikable. Shirley says she was attracted to herself when she looked at Diddy. She saw a reflection of herself. Yes, Shirley, I agree. Yeah, she's the same way. She's like a whole. She was doing the same thing Diddy was doing. Come on, I mean, really, you are absolutely right. Dida said, "I heard that J Lo was involved with minors as well." Oh, see, D dot, and if she was, that's what I'm saying. They would start rounding up all of them and bringing charges. Because I'm telling you, they said I was there in court and they mentioned about the minors and they said they it wasn't like big because we know that the minors was talked about a lot this whole year before the trial, right? And they said if they would have brought up those charges, that Cassie, she would be in the MDC right now too. So that's why they're trying to tread the thin line really careful because they know, and that's probably why Cassie got pregnant. So she could probably, make them feel bad for her being pregnant. Because, we feel sorry for pregnant people. Like, oh, she's going to jail and she's pregnant. Oh, my God. It's funny how she got pregnant and all of a sudden had this baby around Diddy's trial time, right? I mean, let's be for real. Let's be honest, right? I'm telling you, it's crazy. Drake Stats Mustache says it's all subjective because some of these women love a broke dude and keep. Yes, you're right. Some women do. They love they broke man. But one thing I can say, you got some people who their man is broke, but they love their man, right? They ain't trying to leave their broke man, trying to find a rich man. They content with their broke man because they love him, right? I'm just saying. D that says pretty much, yeah. You're right, Drake Stats Mustache, you're right. Um, um, wait. Kusani says J-Lo liked it in the in the back door. Oh Lord. She's a ho Merry Christmas during survival too, right? AFBM says if she put lip gloss on after he stumped her out, no black woman do that. I know, right? Oh, yes. Wait, are you talking about Mia? Because Mia made a video. She was putting a lip gloss on. Happy birthday, Diddy. They played that in court. I seen it. I was there. And I'm like, this heifer said that Diddy raped her. Diddy raped her and you're making this video? You done made him a portfolio? I didn't even know that. She done made him a scrapbook, I mean. Made him a scrapbook. I'm like, oh my God. The Shea Butter Tree says, shame on you. Shame on me for what? Joe says concerning the minors, it was hush hush because it's more than entertainment. Yes, Joe, that's what they are saying. That's what they are saying. Dida says Drake Stabs Mustache gave him a thumbs up. Shirley says Mr. Alex fine. Hopefully he requested a DNA test for. Oh, Shirley, you're right. Because remember they said that Cassie was still messing, I think, with Diddy when Cassie was intertwined. Cassie was intertwined with Diddy and Alex at some time too. So you are right, Shirley. You are absolutely right. Huh. It makes me wonder. Maria says my point. Yes. Maria says laughing my butt off. You didn't respond. Oh, wait, hold on, Maria. Hold on. Let me see. What did you say? Let me see, Maria. I'm sorry. I didn't. There's so many comments coming through, y'all. Let's see. Okay, Maria, Can you re-ask the question you asked? Seeker says, I hope her poor children are okay. She was riddled with STDs. Don't know what she got now. Yes. Yes, and y'all know, I mean, not to be like really disgusting or nasty. I'm just being real, y'all. So, whenever a woman has like STDs, especially like herpes and stuff, sometimes that passes to the child. So it does, it does. Hopefully her kids are okay, like health wise, because I know sometimes you can pass that to to your children. D Short says now the strippers suing Cassie. Yes, D Short, the stripper on Friday, he went and he put a lawsuit on Cassie and Diddy. Tammy says, my question is, what's wrong with Cassie's husband? I don't know, y'all. I mean, I didn't talk to a couple of different men, and they are saying like there's no way they would have wiped up Cassie. So I don't know. Maybe it's because he knew that she could probably get some money and he probably was sticking with her. I think that may be the thing, because they said Cassie and him were broke in like LA, I think. If I get this story right, and if I don't, y'all correct me. But they said they were broke in LA, and then they moved with Cassie's mom and parents, I believe. And then that's when they filed the lawsuit, and then they got all this money. And I think they bought a brownstone in New York. So I'm wondering too. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. AFBM says Kathy husband came out and said he ain't paying for them kids. Oh Lord. Dita says, didn't Cassie's husband leave her? I don't know, but y'all, I'm thinking that he's not gonna stay with her that long. I'm thinking. I am calm says, I got a brownstone. I want me a brownstone, y'all. We here in Philly right now on vacation, and we seen some beautiful brownstones. I told Jamil, I was like, we need to come and buy a brownstone. When I say those are so beautiful, and then they're remodeled, oh my God, they are beautiful. Oh my, I am calm. Those brownstones are so beautiful. Even when they were showing Cassie coming out the brownstone, and when she was going to court, I was like, oh, I love them brownstones. They're gorgeous. Like, if I could find me a brownstone and buy one, I'm telling you, they are beautiful. Do you have your brownstone in New York? I am calm, because I'm telling you, these brownstones, like here in Philly, they are beautiful. I'm like, oh my God. D says they own a golf clothing line with oh, for real, Diddy? Are you saying Cassie and her husband? Wow. Seeker says if she lose that money, he might leave her. I think so too. I think he's there for the money. I'm sorry. I think he is there for the money, because he is just like the other ones that was spinning off on her. You know what I'm saying? She was jumping from man to man to man. Think about it, you guys. She was with the older guy. I forget the name. You guys know who he is. The one that she was with, the first guy she was with that was 10 years older than her. Then she was with Diddy. Then she messed with Kid Cudi. And then all these other, prostitutes or male escorts. And then Alex Fine was Diddy's like exercise person. So that's a lot. That's a lot. D-Dot says, Seeker, I think so. Yeah, that's a lot, y'all. That's a lot. Ryan Leslie. Yes, Seeker. Ryan Leslie. Goober says, what's the stripper's lawsuit for? So the stripper's lawsuit is saying, the stripper is saying that Cassie and Diddy, that Cassie gave him the STD, the hot box. I call it the hot box. And that he got Cassie pregnant and Cassie aborted the baby. So did she abort the baby without him knowing? Or did she just abort it, period? And later, I don't know. But she aborted a baby, and Cassie gave him the hot box. So it's crazy. It's crazy. Dida says, I'm thinking Diddy will send goons to her house or her parents' house. Probably so. Probably so. I'm telling you, it's getting crazy. K. Marie says he married her and pushed her to get money from Diddy. I think so too. That's what a lot of people are saying, because come on now, y'all. He was just an exercise person. He wasn't making no money. They said they were broke. They were so broke, they went and moved with her mom, and then that's when the lawsuit came out. So I'm like, huh. AFBM says call ICE on the call ICE on the shelf. She needs to get out of country. She put an American in jail because she's scared of the fence, braids, and subpoenas and blackball. That's it. I know. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Yes, she killed her baby and had what, 3 babies with another man. Yes, AFBM. Yes, 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 yes. It's crazy. Diddy says the lawsuit came out the night legislation made the gender law. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I mean, it's been really crazy. When I say it's been really crazy, it has been crazy with Cassie in this last couple of days with these lawsuits, these sex workers coming out, and I think it's going to be more. I believe it's going to be more. Didi says the lawyer did the methodical. And also the lawsuit came out the night. Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying, y'all. This situation, like I said, they're trying to make Cassie like the victim, and we can't say women are always victims, because there's men who are victims too of women. There's some of these women, y'all. There's some rough women out here too now in these streets, right? There's some rough women out here in these streets. And then we don't see that as, much coming to the forefront. But y'all, there's some little women savages out here too. Is Cassie a woman savage? I'm just saying, right? D-Dot said 3 little demons. D-Dot is a mess. D-Dot is a mess. Yeah, so y'all, I'm telling you, it is crazy. This things is so crazy. I'm telling you, these things, I'm telling you, Cassie is going to have a hard way to go with these lawsuits, right? Because these people know how much Cassie got. At first, we didn't know. We were guessing. Well, I wonder how much did he pay Cassie? Well, remember, it was supposed to be sealed or undisclosed amount. And now that they opened it up and found out how much Cassie got, I'm telling you, the floodgates is open. The floodgates is open. They thinking about, Cassie didn't gave my toes herpes. She gave my fingers herpes. They're gonna be saying all kind of stuff. I'm telling you, it's about to come. That was on Friday that lawsuit dropped. So can y'all imagine on Monday, y'all, the holiday, the 4th of July weekend is over. They are gonna be coming out with some stuff, and I'm telling you, Drake Stabs Mustache says her husband about to divorce her and take half. Oh, yeah, that's what they were saying, too. They said, the husband's going to take half. He's going to run and take half and get out of there. I'm telling you, K. Marie says the trainer saw all that money when he was working for Diddy, and then he saw an opportunity to get money. Yes, I think so, too, Q. Marie. Yes, I agree with you 1,000%, because he was like already broke. After Cassie and him got together, they were over there struggling together, figuring out how they gonna rub 2 pennies together to get a hot dog, to get some ramen noodles. They said they were broke. So then he was probably like, Cassie, yeah, did he beat you? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and drop a lawsuit. Why? I'm telling you, but this lawsuit that Cassie got, I'm telling you, they're gonna be more and more and more with these sex workers. And I'm talking about the sex workers that are not like on the forefront, because we already know the Punisher, he's the main one. The Punisher is like maybe 2 or 3 of them that are like the main ones, going on YouTube tour, going on CNN, all these News Nation, all these news stations. But the ones that are in the back, the one that I think is like 12 or 15 of them, it's a lot of them. They are the ones that are going to come forward and drop these lawsuits. Watch what I tell y'all. Watch what I tell y'all. AFBM says, what y'all going to do is take a billionaire out of race over some prostitutes that ain't in our race. Yeah, that's what they're going to do. I'm telling you, that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Fire says LeBron James be getting dug out by Diddy parties. Yes, that's what they are saying. LeBron, he came in his little dress. He came in his little dress, and I was like, LeBron, you done took my dress out that closet. I knew I was missing my dress. He was in a whole dress. And I'm like, what he doing with my dress on, y'all? LeBron done stole my dress. He is in these dresses. They are saying that Diddy had a contract with him, allegedly. Don't quote me on that, but they're saying Diddy had some kind of contract with him, something weird and freaky, something crazy. So I believe that. Seeker says, LaBooty said, ain't no party like a Diddy party. He sure did. He sure did, Seeker. He sure did. Dida says, couldn't rub two Kool-Aid packets together. Dida, they couldn't rub two Kool-Aid packets together. They couldn't rub two mayonnaise sandwiches together. I'm telling you, they couldn't even rub the peanut butter crackers together. I'm telling you, they were broke. And this is what's his come up. Because best believe, I'm telling you, he probably over there shopping. He probably over there ain't lifted one finger after that money came marching in. He probably said, I'm not training nobody no more. Not that he was even making any money because they were broke. So he was like, I ain't even gonna try to go and get a whole bunch of people so they can lose weight and exercise and all this other stuff. I don't care about them no more. I'm about to be kicking up, popped up, chilled up, get me a beer. Because they say it looks like he's on them rugs still, y'all. They said the people that was there at the court, they were saying that it looks like he is still on these rugs. And even Janice, I don't know, that this was Diddy's life. These rugs, this is what they were accustomed to. So it's not too far-fetched that, hey Kai, how are you? Welcome. It's not too far-fetched that Cassie's husband is still on them rugs. I'm telling you, AFBM says, first of all, it's all cultural difference. When black people don't go somewhere for 10 years, then file charges like they the victim and was yes, she was a willing participant. She loved the Freakoffs. And in court, they were showing, Cassie was saying, oh, are you horny? Oh, you horny? You want to do a Freakoff? She was texting Diddy this. She was. She wanted to do this. Now, at some point or another, maybe when she was burning it on fire down there with the hot box, she was like, "No, I'm tired. I can't do it. No, I'm burning. I'm on fire." But any other time, she was sending some of the messages that they were showing. She was sending them. Oh, I'm horny. Oh, I want a freak off. You ready for a freak? She was doing that. So you can't tell me not for one moment that she was a full victim. No, absolutely not. Drake Sass Merchant says she was a little nympho. Yes, she was a nympho and she was a freak herself. Cece says she wanted to do anything to please him. Yes, she wanted to do anything to please him because y'all know she was jealous of Young Miami. She was jealous of Kim Porter. She was jealous of them. Seeker says she asked for the pee, yes, and wanted the golden shower. Pee on me. Pee all in my mouth, in my eyes, in my ears. Pee all in me. I want pee all in my face. I need to get a pee face mask. She wanted them to pee on her. And that is so disgusting. That is so like, could y'all, maybe people are into different things. But if somebody said they wanted to pee on me, I'm telling you, I probably would have been moving some furniture in that house, right? I would have been moving some furniture. You talking about peeing on me? That's what the toilet is for. You're not going to pee on me. No, absolutely not. But she wanted them to pee on her. Ty says, my wife loves Diddy. She said, this is happening, laughing out loud. I told her he been saying, take that. I know, right, TY? I know. My friends, they don't even do YouTube. They don't watch YouTube either, right? And my friends are like, they're older. They've been with their husbands for like 30 years, right? Both of them. Original family, And they were like, oh, these heifers is basically lying. And they were like, I was like, you think these girls are lying too? They were like, yeah, these girls is lying. They are lying. They is freaks. And then here go my friend talk about we need some baby oil. I was like, oh snap! Let me call P Diddy. Let me call P Diddy and tell him you need some a couple of his cases of baby oil. But they were saying the same thing. They weren't even like on YouTube or following a lot. They just like, regular. They not regular. Everybody's regular, but they weren't like keeping up all the way with the case. And I told her, we went down there and she was like, ask me, both of them, what is your take? And I told her, and like I said, she said the same thing. They were a bunch of freaks. They were a bunch of freaks. Diddy is a freak. They were all freaks, and they were drug addicts too. So it's crazy. Kukani says LeBron James ain't no like a Diddy party. I know. Diane says woman lie just to lie. What do you do for 500? Yes, you absolutely right. Absolutely right. A woman will lie just because, or if they're trying to get paid, they'll make up a lie. They will spin off a lie quick, just like Mia. Oh, Diddy grape me, girl. If you don't stop lying, you know that you did not. Diddy did not grape you. You was a willing participant. You was probably hurry up, Diddy. We need to have a freak off. Because if Diddy graped you, you wouldn't be begging him to go and have this oh Diddy, I miss you, I want to see you, begging him to see him, begging him to do all this stuff for him. You wouldn't be doing that if somebody did that awful thing to you, right? Hey, Duarta, how are you? Welcome. D Short says some women would lie. God, yes, they, like I said, Mia is a perfect example of that. Mia and J Ho Ho, Merry Christmas, 50 Cent baby mom, liars. They are complete liars, and they're whores. I'm sorry. They are ho 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 Merry Christmases. They are liars. They are so. I'm like, this is a shame. These jokers don't want to like go and work and do like a 9 to 5. And I'm talking about J-Ho, baby, 50 Cent baby mama. Hey, Danielle, how are you? They don't want to go get a regular job. She wants to she want to get her cheeks clapped. She wants to do something strange for a little piece of change. She wants to get like, this luxury lifestyle. But like I said, you're an OnlyFans whore. Nothing comes good with that. You gonna get some kettlebells. You gonna get some hands. You gonna get some feet. You gonna get some, let me choke your neck. You gonna get all of that as a OnlyFans. Then people, you are messing with people who are billionaires, millionaires, people of a certain caliber who feel like they're entitled. They can treat you like they want to, and you accept it. They want to pee on you. You accept it. You want to get slapped up, and some people are so disgusting. I don't know if you guys heard. Remember the guy McAfee? Do y'all remember McAfee? Remember McAfee? He went to like another country. I don't remember what country it was, but he had some little prostitutes, some little ho 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 Merry Christmases. And remember they I don't know if y'all seen that documentary, but y'all find it. Remember McAfee, the computer guy? He went to like, I don't know if it was even Costa Rica, one of them like Spanish countries, Honduras or somewhere, and he was hiding out. And he liked to poop or have these girls poop in the mouth. I was like, ew, are you serious? And the girls, yes, they said he was into that stuff. I was like, this is disgusting. But y'all have to watch that McAfee, the MCAFEE, I think it is. The McAfee, the computer. You know how the computer, I don't know what McAfee, I don't know what they do. It's not like Microsoft, but it's called McAfee. He's like he was a computer guy. And they did a documentary, and I watched this was a few years ago. But y'all, when them girls were getting up there saying that it was like he wanted them to poop in his mouth, or they wanted him to poop in his mouth, or he liked to poop in their mouth, or something like that. Oh, D-Dot, you seen it? I was like, ew, are you serious? I was like, this is disgusting. Won't you get like some kind of sickness or something? Okay, Jonathan, virus protection. Yes, McAfee. Yes, okay, the virus protection. I knew it was something with computers. But oh my God, I was like, oh my God. Secret says it's security for your computer. Okay, yeah, him. Yeah, that guy, McAfee. And I was like, oh my God, this is disgusting. I said these and the girls, it was like they could barely speak English, and they were talking about it, and they were like, telling their story on like what he would make them do, and I'm like, this is unbelievable. Are you serious? He liked to watch these. I'm gonna have to do a live on that, because I was like, this is disgusting. People are into some disgusting things. I was like, ew. D-Dot says, kind of like two girls in a cup. He was the best. Drake says, Mustache says, when it's transactional, you feel like you can do whatever you want to her, and she already know what it is. Yes, that's true, Dita. I mean, Drake's Dash Mustache. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Hey, Tamika, how are you? Tamika says, what did I walk into the lounge? Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. How are you? I'm telling you, they are. Yes, we're talking about Cassie and all the nasty stuff they do, and how McAfee, the computer security guy, he liked to either poop in the girls' mouths or have the girls poop in his mouth. It was disgusting. But these people are nasty. They are disgusting. I was like, oh my God. Kukani says, hoes know what the deal is. Yes, absolutely. They sure do. They already know what program they signed up for, right? We already know Jane, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. 50 Cent baby mama, she met Diddy because she went on a vacation with Diddy and the girl that Diddy was messing with, which was 50 Cent baby mama's friend. That's crazy. So you know that you was already with the smoke. Diddy knew you was with the smoke. He was like, oh, she with the smoke, but we gonna take it to 1 million. And that's what he did. He was like, oh, she is with the smoke. We about to take it up a couple of notches. Oh yeah. And then now she's like, over there crying and slinging snot on the stand, telling on Diddy, and Diddy's paying your $10,000 rent up until today. Well, baby, I don't think no more. I think he called his CFO and said, get her off the payment list, right? Drake Stabs Mustache says the thing is they'll act like they didn't agree to it when they get mad or when you. Yes, Drake Stabs. Yes, that's always the case. That is always the case. They act like, because for one thing, let's roll it back. Let's roll it back. They said that Jane Doe, which is 50 Cent baby mama, signed a love contract with Diddy. But she was expecting more. She wanted a ring on her finger. She wanted a house. She wanted this. She wanted that. So he got her house. He got her just a rental property. That's all he got. He got her a rental property. He like, oh, you ain't worth me buying no property, but I can buy a whole neighborhood, but you won't get you won't get no house for me. Let me just go ahead and rent this whole house. That's what he was thinking. I'm telling you, that's what he was thinking. Diddy was thinking about himself. He was thinking with the wrong head. That's all Diddy was worried about, right? He was worried about freaking off, right? Tamika says, y'all know when they get mad, they start telling. Yes, Tamika, they over there telling, slinging snot, telling about this what he did to me and this, that. Hold on, wait, what program did you sign up, Jane Lowe? What, J Ho Ho, Merry Christmas. What program did you sign up for? Tracy said, oh, Lord. Yeah, like what program did you sign up for? Because the last time we found out you signed a love contract with Diddy. A love contract. It was really a freak-off contract, right? So you need to understand. Look, what they say, she got to know her place. She got to know her role, right? She got to know where she stands at, right? So I'm telling you, Duarte says, take that. Tracy says, pow charges will stick. Yes. B. Willis says, low down, filth no mores at all. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Alma says, P. Diddy like a man, man's of Cassie. Kukan says, what people do for money. I know, right? What people will do for money, y'all, they will sell their souls for a jelly roll, right? I'm not selling my soul for not even 2 cents. I'm not about to be going and doing something that I know is like against me, my personal values. I'm not going to put myself out there on the line and take a chance to make myself look stupid and dumb. Because once you do that, oh, them streets will be talking. Oh man, she was getting her cheeks clapped by Diddy. She was getting her cheeks clapped by this person, by what's his name? What's his name? Genuine. Remember, I think it was Genuine, the girl on Making the Band. Remember Sarah? Remember she came out? Oh yes, Diddy, he did this, crying and slinging snot on that little fake documentary. And here I am thinking like these little hot hoes is over here lying, saying that Diddy was getting cheeks clapped. He was either getting his cheeks clapped or clapping people's cheeks, and all it was they were trying to get next to him because he had a lot of money and a lot of power. Sarah, on Making of the Band, even Chopper said that she was with the smoke. She was on the documentary as if Diddy was doing bad things to her. But he said she was coming down there smelling like eggplant sandwiches, talking all in their face, didn't even go and take a shower, trying to brag that she had slept with Diddy. And I'm like, this is disgusting. So he was calling her, Chopper was calling Sarah out, saying, no, Sarah, we were there. You was doing all this stuff for Diddy because you were trying to get next to him. You thought that Diddy was going to put you on some type of pedestal, and all he did was check another name off his box off the list. You are not going to get no special privileges here. And she was hotter than fish grease. And then her husband left her because she was another hoe on the low too. Remember, she was in jail and her husband came and gave her papers and said, I'm going to get rid of you. I'm returning you to the streets because that's where you want to be at. And then she's over here crying, slinging snot, and lying on this docu-series. The whole docu-series was a lie. I was like, these heifers is something else, y'all. These heifers is a piece of work. I'm telling you, I'm like, these are some lame women. They over here crying and slinging snot. We thinking we up. And y'all know me. I'm like, oh my God. These women they were done wrong by Diddy. And then here comes Chopper. Oh no, heifer. You was with the smoke. You was a ho. Merry Christmas. Even your husband then came and gave you divorce papers and served you, returned you to the streets while you was in jail. No, no, Sarah. No, you was coming down the stairs smelling like clapping cheeks juice. You didn't even go wash your mouth out. You didn't even wash your behind. And you coming down here smelling like eggplant sandwiches and wiener sandwiches, smelling like clapping cheeks juice. And you coming and talking in our face trying to brag about what you need to go. You skip the whole step. Go to the shower first. Go rinse your mouth. Go brush your teeth. And then come and talk to us, okay? Because you bragging like you getting some cool points for going over there and letting Diddy clap your cheeks, and Diddy was treating you the same way. You didn't get no kind of cool points from Diddy. Diddy was still talking to you like you crazy, like he's talking to everybody else. You wasted your time doing all of that to get nothing. And now next thing you know, you wind up on a lying docu-series talking about Diddy did this, Diddy did that. Then you try to pull out a lawsuit on him. I think she pulled out a lawsuit on him saying this, saying that. Girl, if you was over there doing the most on the coast, even your husband knew that you was a ho, Merry Christmas. He returned you to the streets like 50 Cent returned his baby mama. And now you over here crying and slinging snot, and it didn't even work. Your lawsuit was a failure lawsuit like the rest of those lawsuits. And we know Diddy's a demonic entity, right? But we know when the female is over here sitting here lying. Remember Adriana English? Remember Misha? I was even sad. I was like, oh, baby, look at there's 2 more girls, Adriana and Misha. And they're saying that Diddy did these things. Because you know my baby Jamil, he interviewed Adriana. And remember, she was talking so much, and this and that, and this and blah, blah, and this and blah, blah. And I was like, this heifer right here, she ain't no victim either. She looked like she sniffed a couple of lines before you talked to her. I mean, she was looking a whole hot mess. I was like, these heifers is, I'm like, they are doing all the same thing, the same song and dance, same round robin. I'm like, these women don't even know their place. They're trying to get a place, but Diddy's like, no, I put you on the bookshelf. When I want to play with you and take you off the bookshelf, I'll take you off the bookshelf. But until then, I put you on the bookshelf. That's where you're going to stay. Don't get mad if you don't come off the bookshelf, because I don't want to play with you right now. Now, if you get your feelings hurt, that's because you were expecting something more than what the agreement was. Like, I'm not about to be playing with you like that. Diddy was, I'm telling you, Diddy was playing them girls like a fine tooth, like on a violin, like playing them like on a violin. And it's like, these girls, they should have known. When you got somebody trying to spin you off, trying to like, yeah, we're gonna go on a date. Yeah, we're gonna go to Turks and Caicos, and then you don't hear from him. That's a sign right there. He got too many women. He has a lot of women. He should have had a lot of men, but I'm just saying. I don't know. They say he's gay, but I'm just saying. Dida says same old lies. Yes, he was spinning them girls off, and then like doing certain things for certain ones. But Diddy, he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing with certain women, right? He knew what he was doing. But the one thing that they did not see, the one thing that all these women, like I always been saying, all of these women, Diddy did not hold allegiance to none of them. He didn't put no ring on none of their fingers. He didn't walk none of them down the aisle. All he did was make some babies with a few of them. And that's it. And then he was having fun. He was doing him. He had to remind some of them, I ain't married to you. I ain't got no ring on my finger. I don't owe you no explanation, no excuse. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe you nothing at all. So don't try to come over here and try to tell me what to do. No, it's not like that. No, it's not like that. Absolutely not. We're not gonna do that. And they were mad, but y'all, they are saying that this is way more than what we know, what we all know about the Ciroc, right? We know all about the Ciroc. Dida says Diddy's kids was banging out Justin Bieber real heavy. Probably so. That's why I'm like, where's Justin Bieber tapes? Like, where are they at? Fred says, have P. Diddy been to jail before? He hasn't been to jail before. That's why he's only getting 2 to 7 years. That's what these lawyers are saying. These lawyers that I've watched, they've been lawyers for years and they've done RICO cases. They are saying he's going to get between 2 and 7 years. Now, if the judge abides by the federal guidelines, they're saying he's going to get 2 to 7 years. B. Willis says, D. Justin. Willie said, I heard Diddy going down on some new charges. Yes, Willie, that's what they are saying. They are saying that they are over there right now. Probably, look, them pack of 6 women that Mark Durago said, they in there. Look, right now, at 2 o'clock in the morning, almost 2:30 in the morning, they over there trying to look with the toothpicks in their eyes, trying to come up with some new charges for Diddy. They are saying that Diddy's going to be charged with some new cases. It's going to be a new federal charge with Diddy. So I wouldn't be surprised if they try to drop that like on Monday or Tuesday. Maybe they'll drop it when he goes to court. He's due to go to court like I think on Tuesday or Wednesday. Who's to say that they may not drop it then? I'm wondering. Tony says, well, is Sammy Thumb... Okay, I don't know what that means. AFBM says to beg for money, you're begging for the problems that come with it. To ask for money, you plan to pay back. Yes, yes, you are so right, because when you remember, they said that she was Jane Ho Ho 50 Cent baby mom was asking him, can you pay for my birthday party? So she had a birthday party that he paid for at some kind of expensive restaurant. You don't think that he was like, yeah, I'm gonna give her this money, or I'm gonna get me a good freak off? You don't think that he was? I'm telling you, these women are so dumb. They're not even like watching and looking what is like really like going on. Tamika says, if he gets out, I will be convinced the judge clap his cheeks. Tammy, you was hilarious. I'm sorry, Tamika. Tamika, you are hilarious. Tamika says, if he gets out, I will be convinced the judge clapped his cheeks. You is hilarious, Tamika. Oh my God, cuzzo, you crazy. You was crazy. But yeah, I'm telling you, it is crazy. Seeker says English Tony. Oh Lord, Tony Tornado. I don't know what that is. Tamika, you is hilarious. Oh my God, that's funny. Philomena says that's funny. I know, right? That is hilarious, y'all. That is hilarious. You is crazy, Tamika. Oh my God. Dina says they should bring up the Biggie and Tupac case against Diddy also. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where is all of these charges at? Like, if you want to pin some charges to Diddy, and let's be for real, let's be honest, bring some real charges, right? Don't bring some charges like Diddy's a mob boss and he don't even know how to beat people, certain people up, right? Because a mob is like, you know what I'm saying, is going hard. Diddy, he's a little scary little joker. He only will beat up people and lay hands in kettlebells that are people he feels like he is superior to. He's not superior. He feels like when he feels like he's superior to somebody, that's where he'll go and treat them like crap, right? Slapping Drake. Remember, he slapped the crap out of Drake. Remember, he was laying. I mean, though, you see how he did Cassie. So he will do what he wants to do to whoever, but he's not tough to where he's like, you got some people, they'll only stand up to people who they feel like they can like kind of overpower a little bit. But then you got the ones that'll be like, look, no, I'm not scared of nobody, right? I'm not scared of nobody. But when Diddy was getting his power, he was scared of certain people. He wouldn't go one-on-one blows with somebody. He would have to take a pow pow. He would have to take a pow pow. He wasn't about to go hands, hand for hand blows, punches, like back in the day, like we used to fight. He wasn't doing that. Seeker says, you read what I typed, so you know enough English, Tony. Oh Lord. Willie says the feds want Diddy in a major way. Yeah, Willie, they do. They want him in a major way, but really they are saying that the Diageo situation is what is taking Diddy under. But I seen a video my baby showed me, and when I tell you that Diddy was so arrogant, he was snap, crackle, and popping. He was snap, crackling, and popping on the Diageo people. He was going off. He was like, and I blah blah blah. And I was like, see, that's why he's in trouble right now. That's why he's at the MDC right now. Because Diddy, he don't know how to talk to people sometimes. He gets a crazy acting. You know what I'm saying? He's a businessman, but he's also a whole a-hole too, right? He's a whole demonic entity. And when I seen that video, I was like, Diageo was probably playing that back and forth, just like how they were playing the Cassie video in the federal court. They were playing that video back and forth. Diageo, they're like, we're going to get him. Federales, we need to round some females up. We need to put a RICO charge on him, and sex trafficking, and this and that, and blah blah. And that's when they went in on him. That's when they went in on him. They're saying this is from the Diageo situation. If y'all don't know, Diddy sued Diageo. And Diageo is the one that Diddy sued, and Diddy won the lawsuit because Diageo said what Diddy was saying. Diageo was putting his liquor in like low income places where people, like, I guess maybe couldn't afford, or in like certain places. I can't remember exactly, don't quote me on that, but he was saying they were putting it in certain places where Diddy didn't want it, because it was like they were putting it in, like, just say in the hoods, in the areas where the hoods were, and nobody's buying that liquor because they can't afford it, instead of putting it in like Beverly Hills, or like Miami, in the expensive ritzy areas. So he was feeling like they were being like prejudiced, right? So he won that case. So when he won the case, them jokers were mad because they got Diddy. They were, helped him get to the status he was at. And then next thing you know, here goes Diddy. Here goes Diddy over here winning the lawsuit, and then next thing you know, this happens. Hold on real quick, y'all. Hold on real quick. Let me get my charger. Oh, let me get my charger. Oh. Uh-oh. So next thing you know, Diddy was suing them, and Diddy won. So when he won, uh-oh. That's my baby over there snoring, y'all. That my baby over there snoring. He's in like his 12th dream. He is knocked out. Y'all can hear him? I didn't know y'all can hear him. He's over there knocked out while I'm here live on YouTube. Let me see. Yeah, so Diddy, when Diddy did that, right? Diddy sued Diageo, and then this is why they're saying, good morning, George. This is why they're saying that Diddy is suffering over there in the MDC, because they are sitting his butt down, because he sued them, he won, and he won a lot. I think he won a lot of money. Don't quote me on this. I need to look that up. Business phone said, poor baby, I can't. He knocked out, he tired. So he won. I know he won this lawsuit, but I don't know how much money, or if he even got any money. But the fact that he won the lawsuit, B. Willis says, bless his dreams. I know. He over there knocked out, right? I'm going to play this live for him and be like, babe, you want to listen to yourself snore? You was out there on cloud 12. But, yeah, so all this is stemming, you guys, from this, Diageo situation. Because y'all remember, they were saying that, Diddy, he's over there getting it, y'all. I'm sorry. He says, go out there. He is getting it, y'all. He is getting it. Oh my God, he is going hard, right? I'm telling you, he's on the 12th. I think maybe the 15th dream. My baby out there, he is snoring. He is. He is getting it. Cause that facts, we always saying that Cassie needs yes, Clifton, yes. She needs to be charged too, accordingly. Babe, you good? Oh, he got his little earbuds and he can't even hear me. Yes, he was yes, you are absolutely right, Clifton. You're absolutely right. Hey, Michael M. Michael M says $100 million. Business phone says age. B. Willis says, my snorer next door, I can't handle it. Oh my God, y'all is hilarious. Rosa says, and what's up with Aubrey? Aubrey O'Day? Y'all, I don't know. They say her stuff is questionable too. Aubrey O'Day, they said her stuff is questionable, but they said her mother is a lawyer. I don't know. They said her mother is a lawyer, so I don't know. Clifton says she being sued now by the escort guy. Yeah, Clifton. So if y'all don't know, if y'all just joined us, Master says, wake up your baby, live, Jamil. I know, right? Be waking him up, baby, wake up. But no, so Aubrey O'Day, They said her mom is a lawyer. And remember, they said they thought she was gonna testify and then she never testified. So I don't know what happened. But she never came to testify. Queen Say says he got earbuds in to block you out on streaming. I don't know. He was no Queen Shay. He was listening to some other YouTubers. You was a mess, Queen Shay. Dida says, is his mouth open if it's closed? If it's closed, wait, hold on. Is his mouth open? If it is, close it before Diddy get I know, right? Be like, hold on, wait a minute now, because P. Diddy, he's up here. He's in our live. So that means that the guards are sleeping. Maybe he might sneak out the MDC and come and get us, right? He might try to bust over here in our hotel room and get us, right? Oh my God, you is hilarious, D-Dot. Oh Lord. Hey kid, how are you? Welcome. Stephanie says, hey, Bank, you can get away with Justin Bieber and the rest of the kids. I'm wondering, y'all, these kids is coming out. And like I said, when I was at the courthouse, somebody in the courtroom was talking about the kids. They said, well, like, what about the kids? They were saying if they charged Diddy with the kids, that Cassie would be included in that package deal. And for some reason, they're skating around Cassie. I mean, they're really skating around Cassie and charging her. Is that because she's pregnant? Because if so, that's really not a reason, right? If she did these things and there were with the minors, remember what's her name? My baby always does her. I forget her name. I said it earlier. But just like her when she was Tania, that's her name. Tania was saying that there was those Harajuku Barbies. If they charge, I don't know, because there might be, if they open that might be a big can of worms, because they're saying, what if there's other people involved? There's this, there's that. There's a lot that is going to entail with that. B. Willis says, bless, I can't stop laughing. It's 7:34 a.m. here in the, oh, you're in the UK? Oh, welcome. Carla says, Cassie has immunity. Yeah, but Cassie has immunity. So did those other people. Hey, Ken. Ken says, hi, D-Dot. Hope everything is all right with you. Tamika says, y'all, I think the truth is definitely going to come out about the real crime Diddy committed soon. That's back to the 90s. Yes, I think so, too. I believe they're probably digging. They are probably digging and seeing who, if he had anything to do with Kim Porter's unaliving, if he had anything to do with Biggie, Tupac's, because I think those crimes, I believe in, let me know if I'm wrong on this, you guys, but those crimes have no statute of limitations, right? I believe they have no statute of limitations. Like, because I remember I used to watch America's Most Wanted. These guys and people committed crimes like back in the 70s, and they just found them and they were like, like arresting them. So I think if you get if you murk somebody, unalive somebody, those I think has no statute of limitation. And let me know, like I said, if I'm wrong, but I think so. Hey, Big L, how are you? Welcome. Jurgen says, sorry, Cassandra, a weird one. Jane Ho, same. Yeah. Oh, Cassie. Wait, yes, absolutely. Yes, they are crazy. Willie says the judge would have let Diddy out already. He's getting a lot of time. Tamika says he even did Heavy. Oh, yes, Heavy D. See, that's what I'm talking about, Tamika. Yes, all of those people, if they can find somebody that's going to come forward and say, yes, Diddy had this person unalive this person, and it can stick, that's when it's going to be a life sentence, I believe. Carla says, you are correct. Seeker says, no, Merkin has no, yes, see, Seeker, yes, that's what I thought. So if they could say Diddy did something, they have some tapes or some kind of proof or evidence, oh, y'all, he's done. He's good as done. Tamika says no statute of limitation on murking, y'all. So that's a yes. That's yeah, Tamika. That's what Seeker was saying. So if they can get him on that, I'm telling you, it's gonna be some problems. Gonna be some smoke in the city. Hey Ivan, how are you? Thank you. Tina says Diddy chef asked judge not to let him out. Yes, Tina, that's what they were saying. They said that the chef wrote a letter or asked Cassie's lawyer, and then somebody else was saying something about somebody else too, I believe. But they are saying also the reason because they are trying to bring other charges on Diddy. So I don't know. This is crazy. Um yeah, this is crazy. Tamika says mysterious pneumonia out of the blue. Come on now. I know. That's what I said, Tamika. I said everybody that's in Hollywood when they pass away, what do they always quote their death as? Oh, they got the pneumonias. Or oh, they had a heart attack. They always quote them with the same thing. I'm like, well, how much pneumonia is going on in Hollywood? How many heart attacks is going around in Hollywood? Because y'all know they have medications that can make you have a heart attack, medications that make you have the so-called pneumonia, right? It's weird. It's very awkward, right? Christina says witnesses got paid off, got the payoff Diddy money. Yes, I think so too. Because why? Why in the world didn't Gina Hahn show up? But we seen her 2 days ago at the Whole Foods grocery store in Vegas, but she couldn't make it to court. This is very suspicious to me. Tamika says he tried to take oh yeah, what about Albie Shore too? This is what I'm saying, y'all. This is what I'm saying. It's crazy. Dr. Douchebag says, I agree. So much pneumonia in Hollywood. I know. Everybody passing away from the pneumonias. I'm like, what? They got the pneumonia city over there? It's crazy. It is crazy. Willie says the courts don't hold criminals on small charges. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to hold Diddy on some charges that need to stick, right? Because a lot of people are saying it, and that's why I don't care for Diddy at all. And I'm not sticking up for him. I'm not standing by his side by no means. All I'm saying is because if it was my son, my family member, a friend that is being charged with like a RICO, and we know that they ain't even no RICO material. They're not out there selling no heavyweight. They're not mob bosses. And then you charging them with the RICO, that wouldn't be applicable. Like they need to charge him with the right charge. So I'm just saying. But y'all, it's crazy. But we are gonna see. Veronica says, what about Jamie Foxx? Yes, Jamie Foxx too. Remember he tried to unalive Jamie Foxx allegedly? Like, why aren't they saying anything? Or that is the reason why. Hey guy, how are you? Welcome. Do y'all think that Jamie Foxx, do y'all think because Jamie Foxx didn't say anything, maybe he has something to do with some children's too, some minors? That's what I'm starting to think. Like, were they all in with the minor thing? I'm wondering. I wonder. Jamie Foxx is okay, AJ. He's fine for right now. But I don't know. Warren says rich people don't go to jail. Warren, I think you're partially wrong because Weinstein's in jail right now and he's trying to go to court and do all this stuff and they ain't letting him out and he got more money than Diddy. Tamika says the tapes. Yes, where's the tapes? Where's the tapes at, y'all? I'm trying to figure out like where the tapes at. Where is the tapes? I'm like, where is the tapes? This is crazy. Where is the tapes at? So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. But they are trying to get some more charges on Diddy. And this was earlier, well, yesterday, because today is Sunday now. But it was yesterday, they found out Diddy is they're trying to write up some more charges on Diddy. So it's crazy. Tamika said it didn't work on Jamie Foxx. Just like I'll be sure, but it almost took them both out. Yeah, absolutely. Dida says, yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Cod says it's all fake. Veronica says they say that he was on tapes with Diddy too, but he said that Diddy tried to yeah, that's what I'm saying, y'all. This is like a whole like hey NW and Williams, how are you in Williams? Hey. But this is all like a whole like really like intertwined type of thing, y'all. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Ken says guilty by association. Um, yeah, it's crazy. Cod says that's because he sued. Tamika says, I wonder what charges they are coming up with now, y'all. I don't know. Conway says Ciroc. Yeah, yeah. I think that's yeah, probably the people at Ciroc, Diageo, they were not happy probably with the verdict. They were not happy with the verdict. Hey Israel, how are you? They were not happy with the verdict. So they were like, huh. Oh, we not happy with the verdict? Oh, we need some more charges. Hurry up, feds. We need some more charges that's going to stick. FA Ahmed says, okay, sister, I was planning aeroplane today. Honestly, I don't think it's possible. Um Hey Israel, welcome. Tamika says, hopefully it's some of the real stuff he did and needs to pay for. Yes, I hope so. Granny Love, hey, how are you? Welcome. Tina says, Diddy is coming home. That's what they're saying, that Diddy's coming home. That, well, if he don't bring no other charges, I'm trying to figure out what charges are they about to bring against him. I want to know, are they going to bring the minors? Because y'all, can we say if they do bring those minors, it's gonna open up a whole big of a can of worms? I mean, they talking about all the big wig people. I think so. I think so. I think so. Dida says seeker. Y'all is the best. Welcome, y'all. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It is crazy. Uh go and welcome. Um, it is crazy, y'all. I don't know. Tina says, if the priests are free. Oh Lord. Art. Wait. I guess Rage 45 says, where are the investigators for the kids, Ava, Kim? I know, right? We're trying to figure out where is Ava at. Remember little Ava, the little girl he had, and she was coming up. Yes, I'm a Gemini. I'm 12. And she was sounding like she was like going up for like a dating contest. We don't know where Ava is. I'm trying to figure out. I hope that girl is safe because what Diddy did and had that girl like that, I was like, that is weird. That is weird. Like this little girl is a 10, 12-year-old little girl. She's she's auditioning for some type of, yes, Seeker Ava Baroni. She is like talking about, she is talking about like, I mean, the way she's talking is like she's auditioning for like a love connection or something, right? It's crazy. B. Willis says, and his sons there, with, yes, his sons were with Ava too. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, they're watching all of this. It makes me think even about, I'll Be Sure's son. Y'all know I'll Be Sure's son. You see, Justin has a girlfriend. You see the other curly head. I mean, King Combs got a girlfriend. But we don't see Quincy with no girlfriend. Now, I can't speak to this, allegedly. I'm just going to say allegedly. They said Diddy may have messed with the boy. I don't know. Allegedly, y'all. And it kind of makes me think because I'm like, he ain't got no girlfriend. We see King Combs' girlfriend. We see Justin's girlfriend. But we don't see Quincy's. Hey, Pang, how are you? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. D-Dot says I got videos on her. Oh wow. You know D-Dot be always got the tea, y'all. Y'all know we know D-Dot be having the tea. Hey baby. D-Dot says that girl got kidnapped. Oh. Wow. That's why I see Dita. I need to look. I need to find that video. Or you need to let me know where I can find it at, because that situation. That's what I'm saying. These things are things that he should be charged with. And then I would be like, okay, send him to whatever federal penitentiary. Send him to R. Kelly's federal penitentiary, right? I mean, we know he's a nasty person. He needs to be held for all of his disgusting things. But give us a charge that's going to stick. And we're like, okay, yes, he absolutely did that. He sure did. Absolutely. Send him on his way. Estan, welcome. Thank you. Dida says, does King Combs got a long gray gooseneck like him? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Seeker says, right. Yes, Seeker. I'm telling you, we cannot hold somebody. If you stole a candy bar, we cannot charge you with burglary of a house. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it make sense. We have to make it make sense. Tamika says, Diddy had that baby on there saying her name and her sign like he's putting her on the market. Yes. Yes. I was like, what is she going up for? Is she trying to look for a man or something? I'm like, those are things you would say to, somebody you're trying to date or something. So that was weird to me. B. Willis says true about the neck. Peg says D. Judah. Drake Stats Mustache says, I've been searching for that Ava Combs girl. It was so yes, it was. Drake Stats Mustache. It was weird, wasn't it? I was like, what in the world? Then they had on TikTok, she was saying, oh, this is Ava and blah. And I'm like, this is weird. This don't even look like her. So I'm like, where is she at? Is she safe? Because remember, they were saying that she allegedly was like, some guy came and said he lived in another city, another state. But Ava was in San Antonio, Texas. Allegedly, she got kidnapped and it was weird. I don't know. And then she comes up, allegedly, this is supposed to be her, some girl on TikTok. And I'm like, this is weird. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. Drake Stats Mustache says, I'm like, where is her parents? He telling that little girl to call him daddy. Yes. Talking about, yeah, we found her outside or something, and we asked her to come in and play or something weird. I can't remember the story, but it was something like that. Like she was outside and asked to come in to play with his daughters or something weird. Then he's up there, yes, calling her, yeah, call me daddy. And I was like, this whole situation, I was like, this is weird. And not only, it's like real creepy. Like, could y'all imagine seeing y'all's daughter with the neighbor that was a creepy person? That is scary. That is scary. B. Willis says, Allie Carter said it all. Yes, Allie Carter was saying stuff, but I was questioning Allie Carter. Unless those kids come up, then maybe that's when I will believe Allie Carter. Because I'm like, Allie Carter talking about these kids. I'm like, where are the kids at? Are they in the walls, in the basement? Are they in the garbage can? Where are these kids at? Because I'm like, I'm feeling sorry, like, for the kids. I'm like, where the kids at? Are they in grandma's basement? Are they in Diddy's basement? I'm like, where's the kids at? Where is the children's at? Where is the children's at? I'm trying to figure out, how can we help the children's if we don't see the children's? If we don't know where the children's is at, how can we help them? How can we save them? You talking about something that's like in the air that you can't even see. We don't even know where it's at. So I'm like, I don't know. She had me crying and slinging snot almost. And I'm like, oh, this girl, Allie Carter, she just said she met Obama. Oh, she just said she met Biden. Oh, she just said they took her to Russia. Y'all, when I say I was crying, slinging snot, I'm like, where is these children at? If I can find the children to help them, I find them and help them. But we don't know where they at. They tucked away. She talking about there was bodies on the boats. The kids, the unalived ones had rugs in them. They were sending them, and I'm like, Really? Is this what we doing, right? Is this what we doing? Tamika says, I think everybody's gonna find out. She has been telling the truth, shaking. That's what I'm saying. So I'm kind of cautious now because I'm like, we don't know what charges that these feds are coming out with Diddy with the second group of federal indictments. So I'm gonna like kind of like just put Allie Carter in the back and think about all the stuff she said. Cause y'all, if it's true, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, let me, I'll be the first to apologize to Allie Carter. Cause before I said, like I thought, I was like, is she lying? Is she just saying this stuff for clout? Like, it kind of makes you wonder about a lot of this stuff that's been told to us, right? Because I'm like, there is, yes, Tina says too much. Yes, there's all this stuff going on, like circling, like the Allie Carter saying that, Denzel and all these people. Then, you have, Adriana English and Misha lying and saying that they I'm like, it's a lot going on, but like, what is really real and what is really fake? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. Willis said they found some kids. Where they find them at, Willis? B. Willis, where they find the children at? Comey says, yeah, she's lying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't even know. Dida says, Allie Carter be lying about things she should have known where them kids at. I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, where in the world? Look, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Where in the world is these children at? Where are the children at? Where they at? I'm still trying to figure out where. I was looking in the dumpsters. I was like, busting walls open to see if they were in there. I mean, are they under the are they in the basement? Are they in the school in the under the gym bleachers? I mean, where is these children at? Cause I'm like, this is crazy. Carla says math, not math, and I know, right, Carla? It is not mathing. So this is why I'm like cautious, and I err on caution, just like with the Cassie's and Diddy's lawsuit with the Freakoff mermaid. I mean, a Freakoff dragon. I'm sorry, the dragon, the male, the dragon, sex worker. Because some of these lawsuits, y'all, and some of the stuff people are saying is like a total lie, and some of the stuff is like real, but what is real and what's fake is kind of hard to decipher, right? It's kind of hard to decipher, but some stuff is concrete, and if you understand it and read it and go, understand what's what, yeah. But that stuff is like, oh my God, this is crazy. D-Dot, you is the best. D-Dot said Allie Carter got can't open it to you. D-Dot, you is the best. I am weak. D-Dot, you is the best. Tamika said them kids not gonna be in the same spot she last seen them in, y'all. I know. That's why I'm like, where is these children at? I ain't seen not one. I have not seen the children at all. She talking about when we try to save the children and where is the children at? Can you give us a location? Can you let us know where these children are at? And because if you guys don't know, let me hip y'all to this game, right? Dida says Allie Carter can guide them to the Freakoff tunnels. I know, right? See, let me tell you guys, Allie Carter, that lady that she's with, Shelly used to work at the Child Protective Services office or whatever it's called, right? So is she trying to tell Allie a lot of stuff? Is she trying to tell Allie Carter a lot of stuff just to kind of throw their relationship off? It kind of has you wondering, because it looks like Allie Carter and Shelly are married, a married gay couple, and that's okay. We love everybody here at the lounge, right? But are you trying to throw this off because you are having a relationship? Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, Allie Carter was a younger girl when you were trying to help Allie Carter's mom, biological mom. So when you were having, Allie Carter's mom was having problems, that's when the CPS, I guess, got involved. And then that's when Shelly met Allie Carter. And then next thing you know, they're in a whole full-blown like relationship, but it's like supposed to be on the low, right? But if you go to her videos, they both have rings on their finger in some of those videos. So I was like, oh, they're undercover lovers. Oh, okay. Is that what happened? Is that what happened? You said what happened? What happened? Remain confident. Hey, had to turn my girlfriend. Had to turn my girlfriend that her girlfriend can't join us no more after all this. Remain confident. You is the best. Oh Lord, you is the best. D-Dot says Ali Carter needs to stop playing. I know, right, D-Dot? I'm like, where is the children's at? Where they at? Where is the children's at, y'all? Where they at? Look, where they at? You know that song? Where my girls at? From the front to back. It'd be like, where the children's at? From the front to back. Or are we feeling that? I mean, where is the children's? I'm like, this is crazy. Ali Carter is a carpet. Dina, you is a mess. Oh God, Dina, you is a mess. She like, yes, they in a relationship, Dina. They is in a whole relationship. She tried to act like she tried to worry about the children. No, we trying to worry about this relationship you got with Shelly. That's just like you trying to hide behind the relationship, right? It's crazy. Tamika says no. Allie is that white girl. Y'all, who is a black girl? Wait, who's in the black girl? What? Wait. What is her name? Remember, she said that she was a kid when they all did that stuff to her. Yeah, Allie Carter, something wrong with her, y'all. I don't know what something ain't right. Look, that elevator is not going to the top, but y'all, if she comes out and proves that she was for the children stuff, when she finds them children, we got to go to federal court to see where the children are. But when the federal courts even say that the children were found, then maybe I'll believe Allie Carter. Because right now, I'm telling you, I don't believe Allie Carter. She lost my little train of thought. She lost me when I couldn't find the children after months and months after reporting on her. Because I did a whole bunch of lives on her. And I have yet to see the children's. I don't know where them children's at. So I'm like, this girl, what is she talking about? Like, what is she talking about? I'm like lost. I'm like, where is these children? Where are they at? Pink says, damn, this some twisted mind game. Wow, yes. Yes, Payne, we trying to figure out where the children's at. We trying to figure out why didn't Diddy and Cassie, be charged with the minors? Why ain't the minors been, brought up in the court? Which I heard, like I said, they were saying if the minors are brought up, Cassie and a whole bunch of other people, it might open a whole can of worms. So they trying to let that be right now. But is the can of worms going to open up on this second alleged indictment they are saying they are working up for Diddy? I don't know. I have no idea. Tamika says Allie Carter is the one that looks like she had 3 people in her class. Tamika, you crazy. Is she the one, Tamika, did she ride the short yellow bus? Did she ride the short yellow bus? I'm just saying. Secret says that makes sense. Rage 45. Agent Smith says recycled pizza boxes unreal. That I know, right? I know. That means like that is a sign like something with the children, they say. D-Dot says Tamika, Cassie, 3 people. Tamika said it's almost like they are saving the real charges for a rainy day or something. Yes, but that's what I was saying. Because I'm like, where is these real charges? See, they over here playing. Look, the fans is over here playing games, right? We want to know where the real charges is at. What is going to put Diddy in jail for life, right? Because we know that Diddy's a whole monster. He's a whole monster in a turtle shell, right? D-Dot says Oprah got them kids. Oh, Oprah got them kids over there. D-Dot over there in Africa. Are they over there in Africa in the school? Because y'all know there was some stuff going on with that too, right? Huh. Maybe that's where the children is at, right, D-Dot? Oh, my God. Rage 45 says open the cans, find the worms. I know. Let us find out that all these people. What about the Epstien list? What's going on with the Epstien list? See, they don't want to release stuff because they know that it's going to open up a can of worms. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. Dida says Tamika Casey facts. Tamika says somebody just needs to give that child a color book and she'll be fine. I know, right? Give her a color book, put her in the corner, tell her to sit over there and color. Don't say not two words, right? Peg said this is some pinky in the brain. I know, right? It is, y'all, it is crazy. I'm telling you, it is crazy. It is super, super duper crazy what all this stuff is going on. Agent Smith said Pinky was smarter than the brain. Y'all is hilarious. Y'all is hilarious, y'all. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. It's crazy though. But what I cannot believe. Oh, excuse me. I cannot believe. Jay says, yeah, I know you love conspiracy theories. Yeah, so I do love conspiracy theories. I'm not gonna lie. I be some because you have to think about stuff like way outside the box. Drake Stash Mustache says, the kids are at Oprah's house. Gail King babysit on the weekend. Yeah, look, Drake's ass mustache. Yeah, that part. Look, that part right there, right? That part. Dida says Oprah got them in the locker rooms. Oh Lord, y'all, it's hilarious. Range 45 says I think they are hiding the real charges because it will reveal the higher. Yes, Range 45. Yes. Seriously, I really think that too. I really think that because y'all think. Look at Clive Davis. He's 100,000 years old. He is still with it. But remember when they were asking him, "Oh, do you know Diddy? Are you Diddy's mentor?" He was like, "Huh? What are you saying? Huh? Huh?" He was acting like he did not know who Diddy was. And I'm like, Joker, if you don't go sit down somewhere or go get your diaper, your pissy diaper changed, and stop acting like you have dementia. You know you was with the smoke and you know everything that's going on. But he was acting like he was specially special, right? He was acting like he was on the yellow bus with Ali Carter. Maybe he was a fourth person. He was a fourth person in Ali Carter's class, right? At 100 years old, wearing the diaper all the way up to his breast, like under his breast line, right? And so, huh? I don't understand what 2 plus 2 is. Clive Davis, you know what 2 plus 2 is, okay? You really know what 2 plus 2 is. You know you added it up many a times, right? Like, please go and sit down somewhere and have a seat, right? Drake Stats Mustache says, didn't he underline Whitney Houston? Yes. Yes. And not only Whitney Houston's daughter, and also Whitney Houston's daughter's boyfriend. That part. Yeah. Pang says, I get what I want. Tootsie Roll. Frank White. Yes. Yes. Remember? Yes, that's what they were saying, Pang. They said he has a Tootsie Roll. And they didn't even say the Tootsie Roll pop, Pang. They didn't even give him the pop part. You know, the Tootsie Roll pop. No, they said only the Tootsie Roll, right? Only the Tootsie Roll, right? And Frank White, remember? Even Obama's name came up in the court. Remember? They were saying, oh, Frank White, oh, that's who he was getting like the medication under, getting the rooms under or something like that. And then they were saying that the same doctor that was prescribing Diddy some of those medications, that Obama was using the same doctor to get him some medications. I'm telling you, and they said that in court. They said that in court. And I was like, whoa, whoa. Obama's name came up. Tania's name came up in court. I was like, whoa, Obama? I was like, whoa. Drake says, Mustache says he got a black and mild. He got a black and mild tip. I know, right? Oh, Lord. Agent Smith says the best Colombian breast milk. Oh, Lord. Y'all is a best. Pang says Biggie took the name from a movie. Yes, Pang. That's how he was. That's what he was talking about. They were saying, I mean, that Frank White was to Biggie's like name or whatever, his little alias name or whatever. Now Diddy is using. Oh, excuse me. What Biggie used. Him, what he used to call himself, Biggie. Did he be stealing people ideas? Yes, Biggie was a whole thief. He was stealing people's ideals. He was stealing people's music, y'all. He's a whole thief, right? He's a whole thief in a turtle shell, right? That part. Look, that part. Tamika says at Layla, officially, we don't care about that fool. The lounge got all the support and we want all the smoke when it comes to her. Exactly. Preach, Tamika. Preach, Cuzzo, right? Absolutely. Diddy says, Dida says Diddy got a little kid. T-Dot, you was a mess. Look, according to that lawsuit, he do, right? That's what they told us, right? Is that not what they told us? That's what they said. They said he had an adolescent. They said it was the size of a pencil. They said it was a Tootsie Roll, like Pang said. Not the Tootsie Roll pop, just the Tootsie Roll, because nothing was popping, right? Nothing was popping. The only thing that was popping, it was the bottles popping on the baby oil caps, right? That's the only thing that was popping. Range 45 says, remember Ellen with her furniture line? Yes, and they were naming, yes, the names of her furniture was with the missing kids, right? Yes, 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 Race 45. That's why I'm saying there is so much going on with these Hollywood demonic entities. They are crazy. Tamika says they said he got a Vienna sausage, y'all. He got a wee wee, y'all. That's what they said. They say he got a little wee wee. Got a little wee wee, and all them girls is trying to chase him. Jade Ho Ho, she want the little wee wee. Cassie, she want the little wee wee. All these girls, they want the little wee wee, but the big thing is the money. They want the cash out. They were like, we take the little wee wee. We take the little wee, but we really want the long money, right? He was short on that end, but baby, his money was long, right? They said his money was long, but his eggplant was very, 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 very itty bitty, right? Itty bitty ditty committee, right? Oh Lord, oh my God. Why Manny said, why you think they left America? They hiding. Yes, a lot of them are. Why hasn't any of these people came to the fore? Me and my baby went to the Usher concert last year. Then in November, we went to the Usher concert, right? And Usher was up on the stage. When I say he was skating like Diddy and looked like ain't nothing going on. He was skating. When I say he put on a great concert, you wouldn't even know Diddy was in jail. You would have thought Diddy was over there jumping off the couches and chairs that was on the stage. He was skating on that stage like nothing happened. They all are acting like nothing happened. Ain't nobody came to his rescue except for Kanye West. Remember, Kanye went to the courthouse? I wasn't even there. Kanye went to the courthouse and then he left because he couldn't go into the main courtroom. I'm telling you, nobody's come to Diddy's rescue. And the reason why, because they gonna open up a can of worms if anybody says anything, right? Oh my God, Peg, you is a mess. Peg said he got a Temu mini eggplant display. Peg, you was hilarious. He got the Temu eggplant. Oh my God, y'all, it's hilarious. Michael says the last day of the court hearings, they were passing out baby oil. Yes, did y'all see that? Yes, they were out there and they were, one of the content creators was spraying like baby oil on, and they were having like a big old baby oil like thing, like I guess celebrating that Diddy, I guess didn't, hit the RICO, but they were out celebrating. Yes, they had the baby oil and everything. They had a whole baby oil party. Yes. Hey, Michael Miller, Michael M, what's going on? D-Dot says, Diddy using two fingers to jerk his jerk. You is a mess. You is a mess, right? To choke his chicken, right? You is a mess, D-Dot. Tamika says that Drake says mustache. That's the truth. You are 100% correct. They'll have a picture painting of a pizza on sale for $10,000. They are sick. Yes, they are nasty. Yep, Drake says mustache. You're right. They are disgusting, y'all. I'm telling you, these people are sick and they're demonic. And they say the higher they go, the darker the stuff that they have to do is present, right? Payne said, "You laughed aloud." I know, right, Payne? I know. Tamika says she's gonna make Jamil have some disturbing nightmares with our conversation on the live, y'all. I know, right? He over there knocked out. He is in the 12th dream. Y'all ever hear my baby snoring? My baby is knocked out. We went to this little celebration thing. We had like we was out there look with our cousins having a good old time, and y'all, he was tired. He was like, "I'm tired, baby. I'm tired." I was like, you know what, I'm tired too, but I'm ready to go still have some more fun. Let's go to carnival. But and I wanted to go skating. And I told you guys I was gonna go live because I wanted to go skating and go live while I skate. But they closed the skating ring down early, so I was sad. Look, I was sad. I wanted to go skate, y'all. I wanted to skate and I wanted to go jam, skating, look, make it dance, make it like, and then I probably would bust my butt because I've been skating in a long time, but I love to skate. But I was so sad. I was like, they closed the skating ring down. This is not fair. But yeah, but um he says, elephant in the room, huh? Paying, let's see, Laura Lee. Oh, Laura Lee. Hey, Laura Lee says that was fun. Yeah, Laura Lee. Laura Lee was with us earlier. Yes, Laura Lee. I thought I was gonna go live, Laura Lee, and then they said the skate ring, no more people can skate. I was like, oh, I want to just go skating. But when we go back home, one weekend I'm gonna go to the skating rink because we gonna be skating. We gonna be having fun. Um, Steve says, "Hey, lounge and chat. Did you hear about the judge granted Ramirez Sathaway paternity test? I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is, Steph. You have to let me know what that is. Drake Stats Mustache says exactly, Tamika. Now who in the HE double hockey sticks is buying a pizza for that much? I know, right? That is a very questionable thing, right? Laura Lee says, I'll be there. Yes, Laura Lee. Yes. We gonna go skating one time. Dida says, right now, Jamil sounded like Puff the Magic Dragon. Look, my baby, he is in the 12th dream. Look, he is in about the 15th dream by now, y'all, because we've been out here for a long time. He is over there in a comatose state. My baby is knocked out, over there snoring, over there. I mean, he is having, I don't know what he over there dreaming about, but I'm telling you, knocked out in a comatose state. He is having him a good old sleep. Dida says skating is fun. Yes, skating is so fun. I love to skate. Now I ain't been in a long time, Dida, but I think I might still got some moves. But that's why when we go skating, I'ma take y'all. Maybe we'll go next weekend. Maybe we'll go next weekend skating. And we'll see, how much moves that I still got, because I love to skate. I love to skate backwards, frontwards, do the little slide. I'll be all over the place. But I love to skate. But I ain't been in a while. So if I bust my badonkadonk, y'all, and the phone goes everywhere, it goes one way, I go the other way, y'all. Y'all can't laugh at me, right? We just gonna get up and try again, right? We just gonna get up and try again, right? Time traveler, hey, how are you? Time traveler says, hey, y'all ain't past people's bedtime time. We up having a party. We having a party, but guess what? Jamil's over there. He is having a party in his 12th dream, right? My baby is over there knocked out. He is knocked out. Oh my God, he is my baby knocked out. He is having a whole, he's on a 12th dream, right? D-Dot says a lounge, watch him close. I know. I will watch my baby. I will watch him. I show him. I'm gonna watch my baby. Y'all know he probably wake up in 7 o'clock in the morning, probably go live talking trash, right? He'll be up early in the morning talking trash. Yes, indeed. But y'all, I don't know what is going to entail with this lawsuit. if this lawsuit is. I don't even know, y'all. I need to check and see. I need to check and see, like Nancy Kerrigan. Did I use a mess, not Nancy Kerrigan? Oh my God. Yo, I need to see. Do y'all know? I need to check and see because I didn't read the lawsuit, but maybe tomorrow because we're going to be flying back home. Because right now we in Philly visiting family. But if I can get the lawsuit of the Diddy and Cassie lawsuit that just dropped on Friday, I'm going to hey Josh, how are you? I want to see who the lawyer is on this lawsuit. I don't know if it is what's Little Rodney's lawyer's name? The one that's Little Rodney's lawyer, and also Fat Big, what's his name? Fat Joe, the guy that sued Fat Joe's lawyer. What's his name again? You guys, that lawyer? What is his name? He has like a bad reputation. Like none of his lawsuits either pass either. He was actually the lawyer for the girl that said that Diddy hung her over the balcony. Remember that lawyer, you guys? I forget his name. Time Traveler said that whole thing has been disappointing. Yes, Time Traveler, yes. Josh says, I'm great. I'll be better. Oh no, Josh, I'm sorry. My husband's right here in the bed, baby. We not playing them games tonight, okay? I don't know if you lonely or not, but this is not the platform for that, okay? This is not no OnlyFans or anything like that, okay? All right. So Steve says, I think I heard that the paternity test was granted by a judge for this. I don't know who that is, Stephen Cato. Let me know, because is this a new like situation? Because I would love to find out, because I love court cases. Steph, let me know. Oh, Jay-Z. Oh, Jay-Z. Oh, wait. You're telling me something I need to know. Steph, can you please go to my Instagram? It's the Lounge 8385, at the Lounge 8385, Steph Cato. And if I say that your name right, can you give me that information that you have on that? Because I do want to follow that, because I wanted to figure out what was going on with that Jay-Z lawsuit. Because y'all know, I forget his name, I forget his Jay-Z's alleged son's name. But they are saying, if that is what I'm gathering from you, Steph, that Jay-Z was told to do the paternity test, basically, was granted. Please send me that information, because y'all, that will be the next one we talk about. I saw it on another podcast on YouTube. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to research that. Thank you for that information. Agent says, I'm learning a lot about this whole mess from you guys. Yes, Agent Smith, is crazy. It is really, really crazy. Tamika says the girl was a child when he got her pregnant. Yes, I was following up on that, Tamika. And then when my baby, oh Lord, he must have went to the 16th dream. Okay, babe, we hear you, daddy. We hear you, baby. But yes, the girl was 15 or 16 at the time that Jay-Z allegedly got her pregnant. So they are saying that is like a great situation. But Ramir, that's his name. Ramir's mom passed away, but she wrote a letter and said Jay-Z was, Ramir's mother. Yeah, Ramir did that. Yeah. So with that being said, if they said the judge granted the paternity test, oh, they better do the paternity test in front of the judge. And it better be a right judge too, not no janky judge that is with Jay-Z, a paid off one. You know what I'm saying? Drake Stats Mustache says, I think the mother was underage, so that's why he won't claim that boy. Yes, that's why Drake Stats, yeah, that's the whole purpose. He doesn't want to catch a charge. I'm telling you. Laura Lee said, I saw that pic. Oh, okay. Adida, I know about all the hot porch topics, all the news before it even hits the streets, y'all. Oh Lord. Oh yes, Tamika, you gotta let me know some details too. If y'all know any information, send it to my IG. I wish YouTube had like a way to like, for you guys to message, but we have to use Instagram, y'all. But I am on Instagram at the lounge 8385. So if y'all have anything on like Ramir or any information on news cases, I know one of my mods send me stuff, which that's a case that I need to go live on. I may go live on that within the next couple of days, but y'all send me the information if y'all know. Ray says no janky judges. Yes, no janky judges. We want a clear, clean, concise paternity test. And I'm talking about, no, we're going to stand in front of the judge. You sit right there. We're going to take your blood. We take your Ramir's blood, and we're going to see if this is your child, which we already know it is, because Ramir looks just like Jay-Z. Come on now. He looks just like him. They should take him to jail for even trying to be counteracting and offering that, but we know why, because he was, older, and she was only 15, so that's, according to the law, that is great, right? Yep. Laura Lee says, I can't wait. I know that's right, Laura Lee. Bacon says, can I have your money? I hate you so much. It's crazy with that thing. Like, he's even saying he don't even want Jay-Z's money. All he's saying is he wants the paternity test, and he wants to find out, is that my dad or not? He's like, I don't want any money. I don't want nothing. So Cheryl says, game over. Yes, it's game over. If that's what the judge said, he's got to, surrender the blood. Because, we was about to try to see if we can roll by their mansion and get some, dig in their trash can and get a Pepsi can or something that he was drinking to get the DNA off of there. I'm telling you, right? Tamika says, at least a statutory minimum. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, so I don't know. What D-Dot said? D-Dot saying something funny. Hold on. D-Dot said, I got some T-Dot Lipton. D-Dot, what tea you got? What tea you got, D-Dot? Bacon burger. Look, we trying to get some grocery money. We trying to get some gas money, and you trying to get a scooter, and we all trying to buy, some bread. We trying to get some milk. So, baby, we maybe you can go to the Salvation Army and maybe get a scooter, but we trying to figure it out over here too. Okay. Jeffrey says good night. Good night, Jeffrey. Thanks for stopping by. Steph says, yeah, seems like that boy been through a lot. Yeah, it's sad with Ramir. It is sad because he lost his mom at a young age. And then to know that Jay-Z was his father, but Jay-Z wasn't paying no child support because he was scared, because he knew that what he did was wrong. Let's get this person out of here. We ain't got time for nobody trying to get a scooter. Look, we need gas money. We need grocery money. We trying to keep the lights on, and you over here asking for a scooter. Like, we not Santa Claus at the North Pole. I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. You can't come on here trying to ask for something because we talking about Diddy, okay? Maybe you need to go ask Diddy if you can buy a scooter. We know the topic of the discussion is with Diddy. But that don't mean we got Diddy money over here at the lounge. I'm just saying, right? Laura Lee says, block party. Yep, he had to go to the block party. Yeah, we was going to send him to the block party with some of Diddy's baby oil, because maybe he could ask Diddy to buy him a scooter. But we not buying no scooters over here, right? Tamika said, let's try to sell Diddy some baby oil when he gets out of jail. Diddy probably like, I'm allergic to baby oil. Peg said, haha, he's sleeping good. Oh, you hear him? You hear my baby? He in the 12th dream. He is not even. I'm telling you, he is in the 12th dream. My baby is knocked out. The dealer says, Diddy home, baby. Diddy time. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Dida says the dealer go choke your chicken somewhere. I know, right? Y'all, it's getting crazy, but it's getting late. We gotta get up in a couple of hours. We gotta pack and get our badonkadonks on the plane so we can go back home. But y'all, Lord Lee said, Jamil called the hogs. He called the hogs. He called the pigs. He called the cows. Hold on, let me look out the window, see if there's some pigs or some cows at the window. Because he calling everybody, right? He calling all the farm animals, right? He's calling all of the farm animals. Oh my God. He is calling. Look, let's see if there's any pigs or cows out here. See if there's any pigs or cows out here. that he's over there calling to the window. Oh Lord. He said Snow White. Jamil count pigs in his sleep. I'm telling you, he's calling the pigs, the cows, the sheeps, and everything else. He is, oh my God. Debo says we finna use the baby oil to fry. I'm telling you, they said the stocks really did go up. Like, all jokes aside, they said the baby oil stocks went up. I don't know what the baby oil stocks were, but they said they really went up. I'm just saying. Harmon said, I'm a royal kidnapped baby, an earth angel, emperor, ascended master, high priest. Okay. Agent Smith says, have a good night. It was nice stumbling on this channel. Thank you, Agent Smith. Thank you. Peng says, I bet elevate. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's crazy. But y'all, I'm not going to keep y'all. Thanks for stopping in. I had a great time, as always, with all of you guys here, my loungers. I love you guys. But y'all, thanks for stopping in. Y'all, we going to keep up with this story because I believe there's going to be more lawsuits to carry after this lawsuit with Diddy and Cassie that happened just on Friday. So I'm just saying it's going to be a lot coming out. Cassie has been brought to an open shame, y'all. I'm telling you, they're bringing down the house on her, right? Peng says, happy 4th. Oh, happy 4th to you too, Peng. Dida says I saw a dog. Woof woof. Dida, you was a mess. You was a mess, Dida. I know, right? I thought I seen a cow, a pig, some chickens out there. Oh Lord, you was a mess. To me, it said it would be hilarious if she set a bottle of baby oil next to Jamil for when he wakes up. I know, right? He'd be like, baby, what's this for? What's this for? And y'all know he will clown. Y'all know he would clown. Y'all know he would clown and say something crazy, right? Laura Lee says the whole world freaking off. I know, right? Here, you have a baby oil. You have a baby oil. You have a baby oil. It'll be a whole baby oil, event. It'll be crazy. Laura Lee says, thank you, Lounge. You're welcome. Drake Stats Bush says, yeah, good night, Auntie. Go to bed. I know I need to get my badonkadonk in the bed with my baby. Tamika is laughing. Pang is laughing. Yeah, so y'all, thank y'all for stopping by. Miss D says, hey, beautiful Lounge mods in chat. Hey, Miss D, we are about to end the live. We've been on here for, oh my God, 200 minutes, y'all. We've been on here for a long time. Over here cutting up, y'all. We've been having late night cutting up in the Sunday. Happy Sunday fun day, y'all. Today is Sunday, so happy Sunday fun day. But we've been having a good time. Peng says, go to sleep. I know I'm going to sleep because I got to get on this plane tomorrow afternoon. And I still need a pack. So I need to get my badonkadonk in the bed because, we would been out. Hey, sister, how are you? Sister says, hey, sister. Hey, lady, I woke up for some Kool-Aid and I saw y'all up. Yes, sister, we is up. We've been on here for 200 minutes, y'all. Oh, my God. Sister, we've been on here for 200 minutes. Can you believe that? We've been up here cutting up all night long. All night long. Oh, my baby. Baby. Babe? Oh, you good? my baby, he over here sleeping. Miss D says, me too, sister. Oh, sister then got up and got her some Kool-Aid. Y'all, I'm gonna have to get me some Kool-Aid. Y'all, I ain't had no Kool-Aid in a long time, right? There's a restaurant back at where we live, and they serve Kool-Aid, and that's the last time I had some Kool-Aid, which was a few months ago. But before then, it'd been years. Sister says, yeah, my Kool-Aid senses was acting. Sister said she had to go get her some Kool-Aid. I know I need to go get me some Kool-Aid too. I'm gonna go through it. I go back home and get the groceries. I'm gonna get me some Kool-Aid, because I'm telling you, we've been talking about Kool-Aid lately. The last live right there, we talked about Kool-Aid, one of my lives, when we were talking about like old school stuff. We were talking about Kool-Aid. I need to go get me some Kool-Aid, y'all. We may need to have a Kool-Aid, a Kool-Aid line. Be like, what did you mix? Did you mix the tropical punch with the lemonade, or the fruit punch with the blueberry? Because y'all know we used to mix up the Kool-Aid with different flavors, right? See, y'all, let me get my badonkadonk in the bed. Let me get my badonkadonk in the bed, y'all. Because I'm going to be tired on the plane, sleeping probably over there. Jamil had to put me over his shoulders because I'm sleepy, because I've been up hanging out all night, right? Miss D says this view is beautiful. Thank you. Oh, we in the hotel, Miss D. We in the hotel. Look, we in Philly. So we in the hotel by the river. Yeah, so we in a hotel by the river. So we got to catch the plane tomorrow. We just came for the weekend to visit family. So yeah, we going to Pang says noise. Yeah, so we're gonna go back home tomorrow. Tamika says, I was born at Philadelphia General. Oh wow, Tamika. Okay. Yeah, we came to visit. Drake Stas says, don't judge me, but I bought that little Kool-Aid squeeze juices the other day. Oh, we not judging you, because guess what, Drake Stas we gonna go get us some Kool-Aid tomorrow too, right? We're gonna have a Kool-Aid live, right? We're gonna have a Kool-Aid sipping live, right? We're gonna make it fun, right? Sister says, all right, y'all. All right now, y'all be safe and blessed traveling back home. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Dida says, Tamika Casey, when you went to the journal, did you say some Dida, you was a mess. Dida, you is a mess. Tamika says that Drake says, Mr. Now y'all got me want some Kool-Aid. I'm telling you, I want some Kool-Aid. All I got is my Red Bull. And I'm drinking a Red Bull at 3 o'clock in the morning. Look, I want me some Kool-Aid too. I don't even want this Red Bull no more. It's like maybe halfway full. Like, I want me some Kool-Aid. Maybe some blueberry. I want some blueberry or some tropical punch. That do sound good right about now, right? You done put me on to something for the grocery list for tomorrow, right? But y'all, I'm not gonna keep y'all. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank y'all for showing up. I'm gonna get me some rest, y'all. I'm gonna get me some rest, but I'm gonna come on live tomorrow, probably when we're going to the airport or something. I don't know, but y'all, I will see y'all in the next live. Get some sleep, get some rest, y'all. Night, sleep tight, and like Diddy always says, stay in the light, y'all. Have a good night. Love you. Always lead with love, peace, and tranquility. And y'all, I will see y'all probably in a couple hours, y'all. Bye-bye. Good night, y'all. Love y'all.